Hello everyone and welcome back to a consecutive week, this time of the 2026 FGO Servant tier list. We're back, Extra Classes Part 2, featuring the Avengers and the Pretenders. But before we get to the lists, let's have an introduction from my full lineup of co-hosts this time.
Hi, I'm Otto. I'm here again. Sorry I wasn't here last week. I know I missed one of the most boring, silly-looking 4-star lists of all time. But don't worry, I'll make sure it looks like a face this time.
Hey everybody, Plushie here. As usual, hope you guys enjoyed this week's tier list. Small one.
And it's me apparently chopped liver here in the middle gets skipped over. Rio World,
Wait, you have
don't
a
worry,
YouTube channel?
Dude, who are you? Anyway, I'm gonna make sure it's not any weird shape. I'm gonna make sure everything's just a straight line.
So, to recap the disclaimers, again, as always, we changed up the format again this year by skipping through full kit coverage of servants that already existed in previous years, and we're only doing extensive coverage for servants that are brand new to these 2026 lists. Again, mostly because of time constraints, otherwise these lists would be probably 7 hours or longer at this point, and even though some of y'all like them long, it's a bit fatigue-inducing for both, you know, the mental side and the throat side, because that's a lot of yapping. They're still pretty long, so I think it's a good change. So far, you guys have enjoyed it, so thank you for the feedback. And also, based on feedback on the first list this year, we're now also splitting 4 and 5 stars on their own respective lists, as you can see. This is mostly to avoid comparison between the rarities, because I feel like it's a bit unfair to compare 4 and 5 stars, but let's say a 4-star happens to do their role really well, maybe even better than some of their respective 5-star counterparts. They obviously would get a lot of bonus points on their placements anyway, because that can and will happen, especially on this list. Also, this is the way we're doing extra classes is that we split them into 3 parts. So this is Avengers and Pretenders. So there's a 3-way split, because that way we don't get insanely long lists as well. So because we had rulers and foreigners last week, this week Avengers, Pretenders, then all of the rest, including the smaller ones, will be on part 3 next week. Now, servants are already placed on their placement based on last year's tier list, as you can see. And we will still go through every single servant, even if we don't do full kit coverage, except for new servants. We'll talk about them, see if anything has changed with them, be it the meta, buffs, or if we just feel different about them in general after some time has passed, and then we'll see if we want to move them up or down or just keep them where they were. And also, because they're already placed, I have prepared a graphic right up here to illustrate who we're talking about at any given time. So if you look at the top left of your screen right now, whether you're watching on stream or YouTube, there should be the currently discussed servant there. So that way it's pretty clear. You can easily keep track of who's the topic, because again, they're placed. Otherwise, it would be a bit harder to follow, I feel like, especially if you jump around. And speaking of jumping around, if you're watching this on YouTube as a video later, I have lovingly prepared full timestamps in the description of this video of every single servant covered in this list. So if you just want to hear us talk about specific servants and not want to listen to the full thing, just click those. Feel free to jump around. They're all there. Now, placement order, we'll be fully doing release order. So we're not going to be doing like 4 stars first and 5 stars, or maybe like different classes first and then the other ones. No, full release order. That means 4 and 5 stars will be alternating in the placement, just fully depending on when they were released, from oldest to latest. Now for sheets, I'm mostly just referring to an AoE looping sheet. Oh, this is the wrong one. This one. And for this one, shout out to JR, Opal, and Tabula for updating it still to this day. Doing a good job at it, just to get some comparison going. Also, big shout out to Mr. Copyright Suck for these awesome tier list templates year after year. He is still MVP when it comes to production side as well. Also, big shout out to my co-hosts. We have the full lineup this time as well. Very awesome. The Swabby co-hosts. So the links to the sheets, the templates, my co-host channels, everything, the timestamps, they're all in the description, neatly organized. So check them out, subscribe to their channels as well. So with that, that's it for the disclaimers. We should be good to go. Leave a like on the video if you enjoy these. Keeps us motivated. puts a smile on my face, really. So this list, 31 gold Avengers and Pretenders. So it is actually the smallest list in terms of servant amount, but unlike last week, we have 2 new SRs and 3 new SSRs, totaling 5 new servants. So that's quite a bit, actually. And funny enough, there's 0 buffs, unless I missed something for the gold versions of these classes. So while we don't have any buffs, we do have a lot of new servants to talk about. So smallest list, but a lot of new servants, surprisingly. Yay. So there you go.
You know, I'm going to pull back the curtain a bit.
Yeah.
He mentioned, for the YouTube people, he mentioned that the timestamps will be on there. He actually sends those to us ahead of time. If we don't stick to it, bad things happen. So, you know, just to let you guys know, we're threatened.
Yeah, dude, it would be cool if I actually knew the whole thing.
That's the real reason why I wasn't here last week. It was a punishment. I was
True.
spending some time in the basement, not gonna lie.
Yeah, Otto was locked up. You don't want to end up like Otto. Okay? It is not fun.
Yeah,
I gotta
true.
go take a call real quick. I'll be back. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, that was good. Anyway, all you know, hopefully obvious jokes aside, we can get started now. So, yeah, release order. Can you help me again, Dio, if needed? Because, again, we're jumping through 2 classes. We won't be getting Pretender for a while this time, so it's mostly going to be Avengers for a bit. And with that, we're going to start with
The
gold.
first one is Dante.
True. We have so many Dantes today. Like, actually, in this one list, we have every single Dantes. Starting with the OG. So the man, the myth, the legend. He was unfortunately placed as the lowest ranking 5-star between Avengers and Pretenders last year. Placed in just a flat B. And unfortunately for him, I don't think anything's really changed too much. Even Saber Tiamat doesn't really improve him because, you know, his deck is mostly Summer Scotty compatible as well as a DPS. His farming numbers, I mean, they're always okay if you are actually someone who likes to do single core quick. That's about it, because he's still one of the better universal single core quick loopers because of his MP buff, I want to say, and his attack being very high. But besides that, I don't think he's viable as a DPS at all. He's just way too lacking on his kit. He doesn't have any absorb to make crits guaranteed. Just very bare bones kit for a servant in this day and age. Even the MPFX, besides the defense down, not impressive. Just unfortunate, I want to say.
I mean, I would say that the lack of absorb isn't really a problem anymore. Because, like,
I guess, yeah.
Quick units tend to generate a ton of stars. And if you're pairing them with Summer Scotty, you're kind of guaranteed like 5,000 million stars. As far as like AoE Avengers, though, like just look in here, like he's still strong. Like
There's literally 2 things I'll give to him. He has Pierce Invuln, though it's only 1 turn out of 6, so it's very limited in its use. Which is also attached to his only steroid, other than his NP ramp. And then he also has some decent like anti-debuff tools, but like again, the Summer Tiamat makes that less valuable. And it's sort of the Castoria thing, I guess.
it's also just a worse version of Bargain's buff removal, which, you know.
I was talking about anti-debuff, like as in he has debuff resistance and debuff cleanse.
Oh, I was talking about removing buff on hit,
the buff removal on hit. It's
a buff removal on critical hit, so you can still blow it on turn 1 if you somehow don't get a crit, but like, the buffs usually aren't there. Like it's fine. But it actually can't work on MP. Come to think of it.
Yeah, unfortunately not.
The problem is that he's not bad, but as far as like the AoE 5-star Avengers, is he the least interesting and like the least flexible?
I think there's some others that could qualify for that, but yeah, I don't think like you said, he's not bad, but just overshadowed so much as years keep going by.
He just has raw damage potential because he has a high attack stat. He has a high modifier from being an Avenger.
And the upgraded MP, which a lot of them don't have.
But he's aside from that, like he's not even good at dot. Like he does so little on the curse side because it's like 500. You know that's a real deal breaker with me.
Yeah, of course. You're a dot obsessed psychopath.
Yeah.
He loves dot teams. That's all he talks about. And you just join on a call and
yeah.
Otto's like, my dot teams, guys, my dot teams.
Honestly, I would maybe even move him down. C
You wanna,
plus.
like,
Yeah.
C+,
I don't
yeah,
really
that's
see a big
fine.
reason to bring him. Like, yeah, he's decent at universal quick numbers, but like, is that really all that great nowadays? I think that's the main selling. But otherwise, you can look elsewhere for most of the stuff he provides, and they do it better. So I don't know. I don't think he's great, sadly, or any good even. He's just okay. He's fine, but not great. I would probably move him to C plus. Please buff him more.
Yeah, like, well, I mean, like, I don't know if they're gonna buff him. Like, actually, no, they definitely could buff him. Like, his first skill, if that was 3 turns, I think he'd be a lot more usable. Like, because like a 3-turn ignore invincible would be really nice.
3-turn 50% attack buff would also be nice.
That would be nice. Yeah.
Or it's not. Is it? Yeah, it is 50.
Yeah.
50%.
Oh, that would be super high, but like, would that make him busted? I don't
Probably.
think so.
They should make the invul anti-invul 3 turns, up the debuff for his number, add 1 or 2 new lines, and keep it 6-turn cooldown. Then he would be nicer.
Yeah.
Some other steroid that lasts more than 1 turn. Maybe a power mod, maybe something else. But there you go.
I mean, his damage numbers aren't bad. But like, I mean, they are higher. I actually like. The problem is his final damage numbers aren't terrible, and he can BG, but of course he doesn't have anything for the party. But most Avengers,
yeah, he's just full single core.
I don't know about moving him down. Like, he's just so plain. Like,
I can see why you would like the argument would be like not moving him down just because the numbers are decent, but I just feel like the numbers alone are like, it's not that impressive anymore on a single core quake. I feel like you can just do a lot. You have a lot of alternate options easily at that point. If he did something for the team as well, maybe I'd be like, yeah, okay. But he's full selfish. I think I'll keep the downwards movement for now. Okay. Anyway, next up, fan favorites. We got the Jeanne Alter. She was placed into EX last year, and I believe was last year the first time she had her 3rd skill buff, or was it the year before that? I think maybe it was the year before that, but yeah, it certainly made her relevant again. That's for sure, because she can actually now be included in farming, which gave her a whole new use case. Arguably, she's honestly better at farming than DPSing, because she's so plain otherwise. But yeah, despite not having like any kind of power mod or anything, just the highest attack in the game, good steroid, can provide a meaningful amount of attack to teammates as well, depending on their traits. Buffed MP. Yeah.
I still think she's very DPS oriented because like she's got the 3-turn absorb, she's got a bunch like the offensive buffs, she has the buff block. A lot of it just feels like she's just kind of an offensive powerhouse that just keeps going because she's got the 30 stars per NP.
Yeah, and the buff was for id, so, and I think NA definitely has it now. So like,
yeah,
it was definitely there last time. So I mean, yeah, the Jalter is interesting because like it felt for a while that she was like, I'm like, oh, this potato that fell off. But they buffed her NP and they buffed her 3rd skill, which like really good for like when doing bosses, but also pretty good for like if you just need a 1-turn nuke. Like in raids, she's like really good, like just like normal raids, where you can pick anyone. She's good on that. In like boss fights, she's good in like 90++ where you just need 1 single target attack there. She's pretty good there. And then the her double charisma for dragon isn't bad because dragon, like, there's a couple AoEs you pair with her that are dragon. Like you could do Ibuki.
Guy that looks like
There's
Melusine.
there's Melusine.
Yeah, there's some farmers in here for sure.
There's Lancer Alter, or sorry, not Lancer Alter, just Lancer Artoria. Logris.
True.
Ibuki again.
Oh, Typhon is a good one.
Yeah. Like dragon isn't the most common grouping, but it does include the Artorias. So, you know, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do about it?
True. So she definitely has
Does she-
many use cases, despite being so old. That's cool.
Does she stay at the top though?
I think it's either that or A+. Because I think we will definitely have at least one new addition at the top on this side.
I could understand moving her down. It's like
Mhm.
she's so like she is really strong. Like her ability to do damage is just like really good.
Yeah, she's just
but,
good,
like,
very good raw numbers.
Yeah.
Let's start with A+.
I'm fine with putting her.
Let's
A+,
start with that, yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, but I feel like she just doesn't do as many unique things as
But considering her and Dantes were like released like if not back to back, close to them, like the difference is crazy. Like she's still so relevant despite being like super old as a servant as well. But Dantes is sadly looking a bit worse every year. Oh, good for Jolter still, regardless. Oh, plushie is gone. Oh.
Yeah, he said his Discord is bugged.
Ah, okay. Well,
And he will never return.
he can probably just get it, so we can probably just keep going, and then if he has something to add, he can always do it in post. Okay. So we should definitely still be on Avenger at this point, and probably will be for a while. Oh, welcome back. We got Gorgon next. Did you have anything to add to Jolter, plushie? Assuming your stuff works.
Let me check. Can I check the list?
Yeah, we moved her from EX to A+, for now, at least.
All right. I mean, I'll see what else gets moved, and then yeah. I mean, I still think she's top tier, but it's fair.
Yeah, we'll see. It's not our final placement, so we'll see still. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, Gorgon, the first of the 4 stars, she was placed into B+ last year. Again, she's kind of like an AoE Jolter, but definitely not as strong. Like, just a lot of raw stats for a 4-star. And also has the upgraded MP. There is some awkwardness though, like this 4-hit attack buff. It is a big one, but it's still like eh. And then she can't really crit easily either, even though she wants to. She's gonna have to really work for that one. Her stun only does that. Could do more as well. And it's single target instead of AoE, which is also kind of weird.
her
So, I got these.
her numbers when it comes to farming are quite like unexpectedly strong. It's a shame her first skill is only 2 turns, but like you
Yeah.
can still spread it out in specific ways. You can use it on turn 1, have like you can use it on turn 1 and 2, you can use it turn 2 and 3, or turn 1 and 3 because it's a short cooldown. And then also it's one of those weird situations where you can bring where you're incentivized to bring what's it called, the original plug instead, because she gets more from the immobilization.
Yeah, immobilization,
also-
50% power mod, yeah.
I still dislike that because like she's an AoE unit.
Yeah, and she only has a single target stun on her own kid.
Single
It's
target
but
stun.
like
It's
but
the
like,
reason why.
if we're talking about farming, like a lot of the time, it's you're just going to need to do more damage to one enemy, and the other enemy is not
Okay,
going to be
but
as HP.
The only time the HP would be an issue is if you were taking her to a higher end node. And are you gonna take her to like the really high end nodes? I don't think she fits into the multi-core, and I don't think like
Yeah,
I don't think
multi-core, not really, because she doesn't give the team anything
she
besides
doesn't
like
have
a
as
bit of
much battery
gauge.
life.
And like for just like normal 90 farming, like 333, like are you gonna take her either? Like she's such an inconvenient thing to use. Like I don't know. It's not like a situation like Kashin Koji, who got literally a character that like helps her actually like do her gimmick well, because her gimmick still sucks. Her gimmick still sucks with the one turn, one target stun, and that's the only thing in the kit. Yeah, I don't like. I've made it known I don't care for Gorgon's playstyle, at all. So I'm
I
not a fan
mean,
of her.
yeah, it's she's very bare bones. In terms of farming, she also doesn't get to run the BG system, and overall, I think she's just okay. I don't hate her. I don't think she's like particularly great, but her damage is really impressive. That is what I like the most about her. And in like I feel like a lot of low star Avengers DPSs, they don't really have a lot on top of just being an Avenger and having damage. Uh, I
Mm.
guess that's not true. I mean, but I don't know. We just don't have a lot of low star Avengers to begin with, and like the welfares aren't great. So I do feel like sometimes when you're facing off against a ruler and if you happen to have Gorgon, she would be a pretty good choice.
Mm.
I don't remember where we had her.
She was
Previously.
in B plus, I believe. Yeah. And
I
this
think
was,
there's
I
a
think, with the second
video.
skill buff being new to that year, the power mod and whatnot.
Yeah, I don't
Well,
think there's a really newer, but
I, I definitely think she's probably better than the people we already had lower. So I don't see a reason to knock her down. But like,
Yeah, I think she should be above those. Probably. Yeah.
yeah, you just look at that and you're like, yeah.
yeah, you're starting to look. Oh wait, hold
We
on.
could probably just keep her there then. Yeah.
I don't think she would.
Unless the others will,
changes.
but yeah, for now I think it's fine. Like she's just good. She's got high numbers for 4-star. That's keeping her semi-relevant. Okay. Hopefully more buffs though, especially the third skill. Make it AOE. Add another line. It would be cool. Okay. That's the first 4-star. Still should definitely be Avengers. And speaking of kinda, what we were just talking about, we got Lobo next. He was placed into flat B under Gorgon. I do like Lobo myself. I have him even grailed on JP actually. But I have to say, kind of a bare bones servant still. Hasn't really received love it. I think the last buff they got was the skill buff, I believe, not the MP buff, and that was several years ago already. It's an okay one. They added the anti-bat and whatnot. If anything, the one thing that has maybe changed that can help is the deck being better with Summer Tiama, but I don't know. I think Lobo is just it's not the best. MP can hit hard if you have class affinity, it actually hits really hard, but against berserkers you can basically bring others too, and rulers are rare.
In hindsight, kind of a funny name for the NP. It's literally Freerin.
Oh, it is. True. Shout out to German.
He really put like that first skill. Like I feel like if his first skill got buffed to be like a battery.
I think they could make the 40%
2,
defense 3 turns. He has no hard defense. It would be fair. Just make it 3 turns.
And
add something.
Make it 3 turns and maybe add like just his own like quick up like into it, or NP damage up, or some other attack buff, like something else in there. Like I think he'd be in a much better place because like his third skill is good. Like remove buffs, reduce attack. Yeah,
because of this,
like,
he was actually one of the better options on Beast Koyan, because again, he has the Beast attribute, so he has good affinity, and then Koyan has those multi-guts and other buffs you can apply, so this is really good for that too.
Because like removing buffs, so you can remove their damage buffs, 30% attack down combined with a 40% defense up, does mean you're only taking 30% damage. So like, it is kind of a decent survival. I mean, like you can probably survive an AoE NP. But
at least on affinity for sure. Yeah.
And his cooldowns are pretty short, so extending the duration of 3 turns means that
Yeah.
there's like almost no downtime, which is really good.
Which is fine. I think that's actually fine considering his base
Yeah.
HP.
I feel like
I
a lot
wish he
of
was
these
better.
servants, a lot of these servants, like low star Avengers, other than like the tippy top tier ones, you're just bringing them whenever you're running into rulers most of the time, or like you said, Beast Koyan, where it's
A
it,
specific
you're
affinity. Yeah.
yeah, you're basically picking them because of their class or affinity, and not really because of their raw kit. And their kit
Yeah,
just
even
has
though I
to
have a
be
Grail Lobo, I would never bring him outside of like rulers and Beast Koi and whatnot, because there's just so many other better options.
yeah,
But
their
against
kit
those, he's
just
good.
has to be like up to par. Yeah, he's still solid. But yeah, he definitely could use a buff. A lot of his
Yeah.
skills look very buffable.
Yeah, first
I'm
one
gonna
especially.
say what he needs the most is an animation update, because I think his animations just kind of look really
I think
bad.
they're okay. There's definitely worse looking animations in the game.
I think his animations. I don't know. I've never liked his animations. I thought they. I'm like,
I mean, it's
man,
alright,
something just
though.
feels wrong.
Yeah, they're
It's not like an
passable.
official thing.
You know, doesn't he have like 2 sets of animations though? Because one of them is like with the with Hephaestion attacking, and then the other is with the
It's kind of combined sometimes.
fire-looking things attacking
It's
and
together. I
slashing
think.
instead.
I'm pretty sure it's together. I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't think it's like
yeah,
two
I mean,
separate sets or like best ascension or anything. It's just alter, like just animations that are different on the same set.
yeah. I mean, I always welcome like non-humanoid looking servants. Those are always pretty cool. So I don't know if they're relevant enough to ever get like a 5-star version or whatever, but a wolf character is really cool. I don't see a reason to move him either.
Yeah,
Maybe you can debate he maybe deserves an B plus whatever. But I don't know.
no, I think he's fine there. Honestly, I think he's fine. Again, he's not used a lot, but when he actually has a good use case, he's totally fine and viable. But yeah, that's kind of rare sometimes. There you go. Well, I think I'll keep him in B for now. Okay. Should still be Avengers for sure.
Yep.
So we got. Oh, I left the L there, so I type in L Mayo. That was funny.
Maou
Maou Nobu. Okay.
Okay, yeah, it is 2 sets of animations because
Oh,
I
is
mean,
it?
like they're mostly similar, but remember he gets the scythe in his mouth in his 3rd ascension, and he attacks with it himself.
All right, cool. Anyway, Maou Nobu was placed into EX last year. Just big raw red. That's Maou. It's a lot of red, a lot of high damage.
Well, here's the thing, Maou Nobu. If Jolter's moving down, he's
Yeah, I feel like if we are gonna move Jolter down, we're gonna move Nobu
there's
down
just
as well.
no.
Yeah,
Like,
Maou no shouldn't be above Jolter at least.
We
I don't know. Maou like
okay,
has
the thing.
like
Last year we glazed her a bunch because she has like, I mean, not just that, but a big part of that was because she has like really high peak buster looping damage. This year, she cannot use the Black Grill system like 50 Chargers, and John Lackland just takes that place. So I don't necessarily think she has any edge in buster looping anymore. But obviously, she still has, big card damage, big like single target damage, anti divine triple buster card. So she's still really strong. I just don't think she is in EX if Jolter's down. Jolter is.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't hear your discussion because my bad. I was taking a call. But
It was
Jolter,
basically the
in
same
my
argument that we're talking about here, like just big raw damage numbers, but like, is it still like exactly EX?
Because if you look at what happened last year with raids being the predominant form of farming, Jolter was definitely in an infinitely better spot than Maou Nobu, at least in my opinion. Like if we're just looking at performance last year, Jolter definitely outperformed her in my opinion. So I just don't think you can keep her in EX.
As I know, I think your noise gate is really powerful right now on your mic. Like it sometimes like goes really quiet. I think. I'm not sure if you guys hear it as well.
No, because I tweaked the setting. Maybe I
Oh, I think
over
it's really like
adjusted
powerful
it.
right now. It's like it's
Oh,
like
crap.
cutting you up off a bit here and there.
How about now?
Oh, that sounds clear.
Is it better?
Yeah.
All right, I'll just keep. I hate how it's just a dial that doesn't have a
Yeah.
that doesn't have it doesn't click. It's just like
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to describe
Yeah, I
it.
know. It's like
Just
it doesn't
It's not
stop at any
very
point. Yeah.
responsive.
Mhm.
yeah, a loose dial, and it's just like
So you
okay, I
always have
don't
to
even
like tweak
know.
it to find the optimal spot because there's no like
Yeah,
values for it. Yeah.
yeah, I've been just using a cheap mic. I apologize, L streamer. But but yeah, my point has been I don't know. Like she's obviously
Oh yeah,
everything you said about her is true, but
she does lack the ability to start from zero, even with the new plug. Unfortunate.
I
Yeah, against traits she's still good, but yeah, I can see her farming aspect taking a little bit of a hit there.
yeah, she didn't benefit from plug V3. That's true. I think we're just gonna move her down to A plus.
Yep, that's fine.
Yeah, probably an easier move down than even Jalter, honestly. But not bad by any means. If you want big raw red numbers, then totally a fine option, especially against Divine. Then we have a real legit case for a DPS. For anything else, you probably have options. Okay. There you go. Should still be Avengers, yeah, for sure. Okay, let's go, let's go. Next up is Ishtar. Man, have the mighty fallen.
The ever-present disappointment.
Yeah, we had her on B
Oh, boy.
plus last
Wow, that
year.
was fast.
I remember,
Oh,
like, it was
that's
the
wow.
first 2 years she came out, especially when after Castoria got her renaissance into the game, for better or worse. She was looking really good when, single core arts was also kind of king. You had this one universal looper that was very attractive in that, but then they were like, hey, let's just do a bunch of those, and then let's make a bunch of them do multi-core as well, and then let's add other options like give Buster tools, even Quick has tools. Ishtar still unchanged to this day, which is kind of baffling to me, I'm not gonna lie. Are they afraid she's gonna become too strong or something? Because I'm not saying she could use a buff. I think she needs a buff. I think at this point it's just a flat out needs a buff. Because she's just falling off.
Stay relevant,
Yeah.
basically. The thing with the card type change with today's like how today's servant function, it should at least be permanent,
Mhm.
right? Her like I don't think these transformation stuff should be temporary anymore, unless it's a power up like Mash Paladin, which is it almost feels like a power up. I don't know why it's not permanent. Well, I mean, because they didn't
Well, because
try
it was
to
the first
really tweak
one.
it.
Like that.
Yeah. I mean, like they should definitely buff it, but when they buff it, they should also tweak it to be permanent. That being said, she can use plug V3.
Yeah, if
Ideally.
anything, like Chad is saying, she's probably better as Buster now with the tools like Liz of the End and whatnot than Arts.
Yeah, and with Buster, in terms of challenge quest, it's actually like you can extend the Buster form because you can do cooldown reduction as well. So pretty interesting, I would say. And her quick form is, as usual, completely dead, in my opinion.
It's so
Yeah.
bad. Like they need to. The best thing they could do is buff skill 2 and make it so that each card type buff like does something else. Like it changes.
Yeah,
like,
there's no
to a
sense of
buff.
like, card identity. It's like, oh, we're just changing the type. Like, do something more. It would be
Yeah,
I
the
think
the
that,
third
like-
skill can maybe add effects depending on your MP type, or the
Yeah.
MP
So, like,
itself can have like different effects.
One, add 20% buff success rate up, so you can
Please,
max
yes.
out that stupid third
Yes,
skill.
that's the first thing they
But,
need
like,
to add.
If they buffed the by the way, her MP damage up is 1 time 3 turns. If I was gonna buff her, 1, I would make it 3 turns, just MP damage up, for heaven's sakes. The invincibility 2 times 3 turns, and then I would have the to make her quick when not useless is like if you like change to like quick or something, make it change another one or two of her cards to quick as well. She only has one quick card.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
It's just kind of weird.
I feel like that's not as. I feel like there's definitely other
There are
changes
bigger
you can
problems.
make.
Yeah.
Like the lack of a quick card. Like I mean, quick always makes it.
I'm just talking about her second skill. What I would change on that, like, I would
That's
make it so
fair,
that
but I
does
mean-
something unique for each like card type.
Yeah, but
don't
I
know what
think
I would
deck
do for,
change
like,
is
R2.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, deck change probably requires too much, like, because the way they've, at least from what we've seen, the only way they've done deck change is literally swap the character out for a different one.
No, they
You know,
haven't.
like
Looked
the
at OG
Alpha.
Artoria. They change all the cards to Buster all the time.
Yeah,
Well,
but it's not
one
a
time every
permanent
5
deck
turns
change.
with that.
Oh,
Gland.
you mean I don't know.
I thought
Anyway.
I always thought it was weird that the second skill gives the 1x 3-turn MP damage when she already has a ramping MP damage on her MP anyway, with the
Yeah,
same value on
it's
base
not that
overcharge. Like it was just a
It really
weird thing
isn't
to overlap
relevant,
there.
If
Yeah,
they
I-
buffed her MP, do you think
been
they'd
attack
increase the
over.
extra card damage to 200%?
Okay,
Probably
look.
not. I think they would just add like 2 new lines. I think that's what they would leave everything unchanged. Just add 2 new lines and damage up.
Here's a funny
does
thing:
have the-
if she gotten base Rin or base Ishtar's buff, this would have been like more fit her identity, with like guaranteeing extra attacks and stuff.
No.
She also
yeah.
because she doesn't have any card shuffle, right? So
Yeah.
maybe you can give her card shuffle if you want to play into
Actually,
the extra attack.
Wouldn't
don't
that be the best buff they could give her? Just give her base Ishtar's card giving.
So why does
I
she
mean,
give
it's
allies
fun.
more attack than herself? I always found that weird as well, considering she's a full DPS. Why do attacks get or allies get more attack than herself from the first skill?
I don't know.
It
It's
should be
just weird,
switched
man.
around.
I guess they just didn't want to give her
Yeah,
30 attack.
and then debuff
Mm.
immune, except for herself.
Well, it's
against
charm
fire.
immune,
guess
I
to
guess,
be
but yeah,
fair, like, if
still.
you-
Like,
I guess to be fair, if you look at it, like back in those days, I mean, she had like 20 card, 50 NP damage, and like 30 attack might have just been too much for them. I guess I don't know.
yeah, I mean, I don't hate it as much as like Napoleon's.
Oh
like,
yeah,
Sunblock.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So it's all right, but yeah, she definitely has a very bare bones kit. And then back in the day, it was okay just because she has the card type change, but now one, it's not permanent, so you can't really build an entire team around a certain card type, and then two, it's just still not good enough. So are you keeping her where she is?
I would
Damn,
keep her
bro.
in B plus. Like she's
Yeah,
still,
you
her
know
buster
what?
is not bad, but just like I don't know. Besides that,
We gotta
I
pull
don't
some
know,
other
man.
people down. No, we're gonna pull
Like-
some other people down for sure. I think it's fine.
unless Auto means she should be down and then others come down as well anyway.
I don't know. Like it's literally.
Well,
like,
yeah, she should be a
the only
full
thing
tier
she's
higher
got
than
is, like-
Dantes, maybe.
Dude, we put Dantes that low. He still has a
Like-
like fucking MP upgrade and like buff removal and critting and shit. Like,
Yeah, maybe she probably should be a full tier above Dantes.
I don't even think Dantes is that bad.
like,
So I think either she's
just
B
feel
or
like she
Dantes
doesn't-
goes back up.
I feel like she still just doesn't really do much anything.
I
I mean,
think we
like
can
her
move her
buster looping
down.
is better now,
It's-
but like
It's all in the
still-
context.
Oh, you're arguing to move her down?
Yeah, I'm moving.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was that
oh,
or
I'm down, bro. I'm
Yeah.
so down. I thought you were.
I don't
defending
mind
me.
honestly, because at this point nothing can be as bad as the reception on the Berserker tier list, and I feel like at this point people kind of
She's
move down
better
from
than-
Space
She is
Star anyway.
absolutely not better than Needle Alter, Chad. I'm so sorry. Needle Alter.
I prefer
even-
Needle
even if
Alter
she
as
has
well. Yeah, I
one
actually do.
use. And also she can apply evil for some other
Mhm.
characters. So there's absolutely. No
I mean,
chance.
we'll see when we rank her as well. There might be some movement as well, but honestly, let's just bring her down. Let's do B. Let's do B. Frig it, dude. Maybe they'll buff her. You never know. Buff her and Dantes both. Why not? Also, this is a funny thing, because I'm actually drinking sugarless Fanta. Is this a shock to you guys seeing Fanta discolored? Because I know you have like deep orange, right? This is just normal Fanta.
No, because see, here's the thing: is the first thing that anyone from Europe does is point out how their Fanta looks different.
So you're used to it, yeah. Oh no, it's shocking to me when I
I've
see
seen
you're like a
that
deep
mentioned.
orange Fanta, because this is
know-
Fanta in my eyes.
You know, Myst, I think you need to drink more water. That's a terrible shade.
Okay.
Wow.
It is funny because I swear,
he went for
like-
the piss joke.
like
All right.
twice in the past month, I've seen something talking about the different colors of Fanta.
Yeah, it's a
between
big
the US
difference, though.
and
It's
Europe.
funny.
I don't know why I've seen it so many times in this past like month or so. It's just come up multiple times. I'm like,
Well, there you go. That's
man,
another one
people
to the
really like
count.
talking
Look,
about
our red
Fanta.
food dye is a cultural delicacy or
I'm
something.
gonna
I don't
drink
know.
straight red 40. They can't take it away from
Wait,
me.
is the next one still Avenger? It is, right?
The first pretender is Oberon. So
Is it between the
we
next
got
two, or is
Taira?
like
It's
is Ty-
Taira than Oberon.
Okay, cool. So still continuing on with the Avenger line. Next up we have Taira no Kagekyo. She was placed into a flat. Good old Taira. She's a fun one. A bit gimmicky, of course, still, and it's a bit surprising that she really only has gotten one buff so far. But at least they did buff her at one point, so that's cool. She has her own quick steroid. That's nice, and a bit of stars to make critting easier. Actually, well, not because of gameplay, but I like her a bit more now after, I'm finally properly reading OZ2 now, so she's pretty cool. I found interest in her character. Maybe not gameplay. Gameplay is still like, it's not bad by any means, but I like her character more now. I guess her deck got improved
Man.
by Summer Tiamat, so there's that.
I remember back in the day when I was just soloing stuff with her. It's been so long.
Old
I
man
mean, she
in
even got a
emoji.
buff, but it's a bit. It's a nice buff. Don't
Mm.
get me wrong. It like sort of speeds her up, but it's too small of a buff, in my opinion. I know.
Yeah, they
like, maybe
could either have
It's
done
just
more with this
not.
or do another buff, honestly, still.
Yeah, I don't know why for a modern servant, like they buffed her for OC2, I believe. And then
Do we have this on an A?
it's
Maybe, I feel like this one is even newer. I'm not sure if we have this on an A yet.
Yeah.
This may have not been OC2.
is it like
I'm
Oh,
pretty
yeah,
sure
it was
the
for,
it's
thing
OC2
was.
Super Recollection Quest, maybe.
I forgot when this. I don't think NA has
no,
this
NA's
yet.
not getting that till 2027.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
like OC2 Super Recollection. So it's such a late buff, and it just really did.
It,
It didn't do much. I don't want to say it does nothing, but it didn't do much, in
it's
my opinion.
what it does. It makes her do like kind of the normal level of damage. That's what it is.
Yeah,
because
without needing to go
before
crazy
that,
with her
it was,
stacks.
Yeah, before
You know what they
before her
should-
gimmick, like she did have pretty like under average NP damage.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it doesn't have any steroids other than the attack.
Yeah.
You know what they should do for
This
her
does increase
is-
her looping, spamming in solos a bit better, but
I think they should buff her second skill and just have it immediately apply one of the buffs instead of having to get your guts procced.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, it's 25% PMod, and
Well, no, it's 25% extra damage, not PMod. So like it's a better multiplier.
Is this super effective?
Yeah, it's super effective.
Yeah.
No, her first skill is the super high P mod.
Yeah, her
Oh,
first skill is
yeah,
the
yeah,
PMod
I'm
against
dumb,
Genji.
I'm
That
dumb.
skill's just
I
kind of useless outside the battery. And well, I mean, it's 100%.
And no,
crit
they
for
are not going to
your
make a
turns.
command code for it because it
To apply
it would
Genji.
do nothing. Yeah, it's like okay, give one servant 200% P mod for free. Okay, does nothing
I
for everyone else.
mean, look, Otto. At this point, is it that bad? Okay, it's pretty bad. But whatever.
Yes.
I
it's pretty bad.
think that's pointless because I think she's already really solid. like her damage
Well,
is
she's not
pretty
liquid.
solid. Yeah, whoa.
We got all the jokes today.
You don't know that. Let's look
What?
inside. Whoa, blood. I don't know.
Blood.
I do like
Where was
her,
she
yeah.
last time?
She was flat A. And this was with the buff to the third skill as well.
I think it's fine because I think we.
I
might
agree.
move down here more stuff. Yeah.
I think he's
I
good.
think it's fine
She's good.
because I think
Fine
with
there.
that nice B plus shaped hole, there's a couple we can. push
She's not
down.
B plus though. No.
No, but there's.
Okay.
there's
Yeah, fair. But
more
okay, she's
nuance.
definitely a stayer. That's for sure.
It's better a stare than a prayer, I guess.
Mm.
What does that even? What do you even mean by that? Odd?
someone that has to pray to get a buff. That's what I mean.
Well, it rhymes. That's good.
Yeah. Better a stayer than a naysayer.
Hmm. We'll at least keep her an A for now and see how the others form around her. Okay. Taira's still good. Second buff could happen, but as is, totally usable. So now it's first pretender, right?
Yes, Oberon.
The big bad. We probably won't spend too much time on this one, but yeah. The first pretender and still a very meaningful one in the game of FGO. Lots of impact. Mostly for farming, but obviously can totally be used in speed kills as well. So he's just very universal.
Yeah.
People is sometimes nowadays hopefully people also realize that he's not just tied to Buster. Obviously, best value is on Buster, but you can use him on any card type. Really, that's the thing.
Look, once again, if you're appearing on every single thing in the looping sheet,
Yeah,
probably
yeah. Like
EX,
it just says everything you need to
that-
know. Yeah.
All this being said, he is. I think he is not as valuable now that we have another 70 charger.
Well,
And
yeah,
there-
but okay.
I mean, it's still good, but it,
No,
he's not the only
Who's the
thing
other
that-
70 charger?
Omi.
Omi, so-
I will say.
Oh, that's 70 slow charge. I don't consider that the same.
The charge spread is not necessarily that easy to
He's
work with
50
because
charge if you don't use it immediately. If you use it immediately, so.
Well, because it's 20 at the end of each turn, so like I've assumed a lot of like Omi, Oberon, or double Omi comps work, and it ends up not working actually. So, just because
That's just because of like the charge numbers, like how.
Yeah. Which is my point. I think there's still some fundamental difference. But
yeah,
anyways.
I agree with Otto in saying that it's a little diminished, but he's still basically a crazy servant that will never move, probably.
like the only reason you don't use him in raids is because he has that animation time at the end where you go to sleep and he buff removes you and he
True,
drains you.
or he's
So,
bond
like,
15, and even with the buff to the bond thingy, you probably still would like to use someone else if you can afford it.
Yeah, the only reason you'll not pick him is because it saves me 2 seconds at the end of the fight. But yeah, it's
there you go. All right,
Actually, I'm gonna be honest. I don't use Oberon like hardly.
I try to avoid him as well, but sometimes I need to.
A
bring him.
lot of it is because I just don't want to deal with that animation.
Yeah, he's also like very much single core geared, and you never single core, so.
Well, if you have a good Oberon like me, you can multi-core because he's actually really viable in farming himself.
But like if we would like get statistics on it, 99.9% of Oberon usage is single core. Like
so, the funny thing is like I for example, I always delay Logris's skill 3 to the second turn, also so I can skip the sleeping animation. At the end of farming, I'm not gonna waste my time with that animation. Like I'm gonna avoid it everywhere.
Truly
like
min-max.
The whole thing we're talking about how like plug V3 working right. It also hinges on this character existing. So you know what it's just we just talking like there's no way he's not EX, but you know.
Yeah. I feel like we just don't really need to talk about him much. We'll just keep him there. I mean, obviously. So.
Yeah.
There you go. Oberon still super relevant. Probably should pull him if you don't have a copy. That's about it. Okay. Cool. Is it Karma next? It is, right?
It is Karma, yes.
Okay. Let's see.
There's no. Oh wait, no. Pretenders in 2.
Yeah. Karma Summer. She was placed into A. She was just above Ishtar, like a plus up half a tier above. Not much has changed with her either. The thing is, I think she has a little bit more potential than Ishtar, but I also kind of hate that the charm is if you don't land it, you probably just have a worse Ishtar when you think about it.
Well,
your friendly neighborhood Junis Crane. Stop.
Your friendly neighborhood.
I guess that is a good addition to her. Yeah, true.
You see the thing with Junis Crane is you actually can just replace like her looping's good enough. You can replace like
Castoria,
a Castoria with her, like, and she's going to give the damage. Like she has, spread charge. She's got the MP damage. She has the ability to charm. all enemies, and then she increases Kama's ability to do the charms. On 2 waves, you got the charm.
Yeah, so you're getting super effective twice instead of just once.
And even if it's an all AoE, Crane can handle wave 1. I'm sure. Like the Crane's good.
The
Like
one issue with that, I will say,
I assume she's on the sheets
that
here, but
would
they just haven't
likely
had
have
it
her
here.
use her 3rd skill on wave 1. But like you'd still get the consistency on wave 3. If that's the most
you
important thing.
guarantee it on wave 3. Like it just guarantees the thing. And Crane's good, and I'd say, you know, like if people are willing to take Jufu, like you can take Crane instead because it.
Okay,
like,
yeah, but that being said, like, dude, remember when I believe people really didn't think Prelati was that broken. At least her like AOE damaging form, right? Like, she's solid. Like, but like, she has like an extra gimmick of like anti mental debuff enemy or whatever. It's like such a random thing they just throw into stuff, and then that doesn't like immediately impress people either. I know it's not an apt comparison because she's a caster and she does less. I don't even know if it's like significantly less. Probably significantly less. Right? Let me check. But my point of that ramble is just she has one gimmick that is like thrown in as a not bonus, but it's just thrown in like somewhere as like a thing that people just has. So I don't know. It's she definitely needs a buff, in my opinion.
I
To
I
stay
do
relevant.
see. Here's
Okay,
how we
no, never
buff
mind.
her.
Damn, it's not even close, but you know, whatever.
Here's how we buff Sorakama. We make it so that the charm is on NP and it applies.
Before they miss?
Wow!
I wonder.
Wow.
I
It's a
see
very
what you did
original
there.
concept.
We can also move the reduced defense before damage.
Oh my.
Infinite AOE, infinite
And
Infinite
oh,
AoE charm.
hey! Don't
that's
forget,
horrible.
we got to make sure her 3rd skill applies to her NP as well.
True.
Oh,
To
true.
get more damage
Her
ramp,
damage is her damage is actually not that much higher than. Oh, never mind. It's quite a bit higher. I'm sorry. But yeah,
He's
it's
like,
yeah. I was looking at Prelati. I'm like, okay, you know what?
Oh, okay.
Caster's not. But it's I don't know. It's she needs something more. It's just not good enough at this point these days. Like
yeah,
you can
she's
either give her an
better
MP
than
upgrade
Space Rush.
so that you make her like big MP burst turn like really high damage, but you know she still stays like pretty dull and boring, or you got to give her something else, in my opinion. So again, my personal
Refill the
suggestion
gap.
has always been give her multiple stacks of the burning love whenever she MPs because that's not
Yeah.
as toxic as the charm, but it's still like power mod, right? So it's still extra damage. But
That could be something. I think for
She's
now we
gonna
just
take
fill the
that.
gap, right?
Yeah, we can fill the
Yeah.
gap.
Okay.
Ooh,
Damn.
finger down. Yeah.
All right, the gap has been filled. All right, there's Kama. So next up, is it Ranmaru or is it Hephaestion?
It's Ranmaru.
Okay.
Ranmaru, then Hephaestion.
Cool. Alright, Ranmaru is next, and she was placed as the lowest SR last year at Flat Sea. And unfortunately for her, they've had multiple opportunities to buff her. No, just haven't. Like, I don't understand why. It is great. Like, she is a worse version of both Ishtar and Kama, and even they are starting to fall off. So why is Ranmaru also like completely ignored? But you know what's funny though?
Buff soon.
You know what? I was gonna make a funny joke here that even though she's been completely ignored and she was placed as the lowest SR, she probably won't be the lowest SR anymore though. So hey, she's got that going. She's no longer the worst in this list. Yeah. So,
oh no.
Yeah.
Right.
So at least she got something, you know.
All right. Hear me out. Like, there's see the Ascension material that she uses. It's all like goopy rainbow looking stuff, and it looks like the same type of goopy rainbow stuff that's in the pillars in the
Let him cook.
the recent preview
Exactly.
image.
So we're going to the servant verse, and they're gonna and Ranmaru's gonna be there.
We're gonna get Grand Ranmaru. Yeah.
It's gonna be. Here's the thing. It's gonna be Foreigner, but also servant verse. So it's going to be a combination of those two things. So Ranmaru
You gotta
is definitely going to show
remember,
up.
she has existence outside the domain.
Oh, that's true.
True.
She does work
Yeah.
with Van Gogh, so maybe.
So yeah, Ranmaru is going to be showing up, I'm sure.
True.
Yeah,
To be
probably, bro.
continued.
Yeah, they'll buff her then, I swear.
I mean, she had really good opportunities in many events already, so I wouldn't say for sure anymore, but hopefully. I think she just stays probably. Yeah, yeah.
Definitely,
Oh yeah, no, she's still terrible. Like it's like
Yeah,
she's
not-
still bad. It's just funny to
let's
talk
just
about her.
All right. Not much to add, I guess, because it's basically the same as last year. Yeah, unfortunately. Should not have been the case, but is the case. Okay. Arguably could even consider D+, honestly.
No.
Honestly,
that's
even if we
just-
move her down to D+, I don't think she would still be the lowest.
No.
Okay, we'll keep her in C, okay? So next up is Hephaestion, right? Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Hephaestion. There you go. Actually spelled the name correct. Well, Hephaestion was placed into flat A last year. Permanent single target pretender DPS. Fairly self-sufficient too. Obviously likes working with her supports, but quite a decent kit, all things considered. Despite it being simple, it kind of works. And she even has the anti-caster thing to give her a bit more coverage, because normally she would just be like, you know, the knight classes and or let's say alter ego, but with this she can maybe do a bit of caster. Not sure if I would you know, really default to her in that option, because there's a lot of good riders, but you
I
could
mean, if you grailed her, like she probably is your best bet there. Like because there's nothing wrong with her, like damage wise per se. I mean, I think at this point though she could use a buff, because like all she has in her kit for damage is that arts and buster up.
Yeah.
No updated NP or anything like that. No.
If you give her
updated
good damage
skills.
though, it should be used so often, because 100 charger, very easy to slot in. She has technically the widest coverage out of everyone. Is rider plus every knight class, right? And
no,
I guess
actually one of our new
Yep.
servants has even more coverage.
Oh, Khazra?
No, on this list. One of the upcoming new servants has even more
Oh
coverage.
yeah. He's a welfare too.
Oh, Solomon?
True.
I mean,
yeah.
True. I guess he has more coverage.
Eh,
Yeah.
It's not as big of a
Not quite
boost
the
though to
same,
damage, but I guess it's still arguably coverage. Yeah. So
Here-
depends on how you
But
see
yeah,
it.
just buff her second skill, reduce the cooldown by 1, and add like 20 or 30% MP damage, and I think she'd be in a much
Yeah,
better place.
Just
It
make
doesn't need
art
much, yeah.
skill. You know,
Doesn't need
Did you
much.
say arts filth?
arcweed.
Oh, I think you said arts filth, and I'm like, what is this
filthy
guy on?
arts?
Filthy arts unit, be gone!
Fair.
So
I mean, she is helped by being arts, because like you can just like throw her in like Castoria team and like.
I mean,
Or-
if she's
or
Buster,
you
I
could
don't
just-
think she'd be anywhere else, honestly.
Yeah, like
Oh.
very easy access to Black Grail. That I feel like without Black Grail, like
yeah.
why even, you know?
Yeah, Black Girl, or like just a bomb boost CE if you want to do like go maximum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where do we have her? We had her A.
Just flat
Yeah, I think that, man, we're not moving a lot of these 4-stars here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're so good at rating. We did
Damn.
it perfect last year.
Yeah, I'd probably keep her there. I could maybe see some arguments for B+. I think
Yeah.
she's fine at A though. She's totally fine.
Oh, I think she's
Yeah.
better than Gorgon. Like as far as like a unit, like
yeah.
100%. Plus, she's general pool and Gorgon's story locked, so you can get her.
Currently
easier, too.
But
3
Gorgon
banners.
is on rate up right now.
Yeah, there's 3
Roll
banners
now.
against Gorgon. If you do daily singles
Pause
every
this
day,
video
you
and
might
go
get
roll
more
Gorgon now.
No, don't. It's a trap. She's garbage.
Whoa.
The giantess snake Medusa. I mean, people probably
Mm.
roll her mostly for
Like not
fetish reasons.
even like a real Lamia. Like when are we gonna get a real like that's not the stupid tiny Ibuki that looks stupid. When are we gonna get a real Lamia? We got a harpy with
I don't know,
Lohi.
man.
We get a
just imagine Bishone without legs, okay? Like that's what you get, okay?
okay.
One
No,
of
you
There you
gotta.
go.
They
one
can
of
design
Omi's
a
ascension should have
proper
been
a
the
proper
Lamia.
cute Lamia character. They can do it. It's possible. They have the technology.
Wait, didn't they try to do that with Ibuki Ascension 1 though?
No,
Yeah,
but
yeah, it's a
but it's
Lamia.
not it.
It's an
Yeah, but
underage one, but it's still a Lamia.
it's just
Oh.
a stupid little shrimp character. Like do a real one.
She's so funny looking though, like, she is actually just
It
so
looks
funny
weird, I'm
looking.
not gonna lie, but it is what it is.
This shrimp, you're gonna dip it in cocktail sauce. Like, what, dude, come on,
Why
give
this
us a real one.
is she the real shrimp or is it Draco with the tail?
Oh,
Why not both?
of them.
Why not both?
She looks more like I'd say more like an octopus tentacle.
Mm.
Yeah. But yeah, anyways.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep her, Nate. Who's next? Is it Avalon or
That would be Lady Avalon.
They're back to back. It's the same event, right?
I have a
okay.
lot to say about her.
Let's see.
They're on the same banner. No, they're not. On the same banner. They're on the same
Lady
banner.
Avalon is next. She was placed into EX. So wait, plus you have a
She
lot
needs to
to
go
say,
down.
really now?
She needs to go down.
Oh.
Lady Avalon, basically
Basically
Summer
useless
Tiamat
now.
for poor people.
Are you saying that because of Summer Tiamat,
Doesn't
right?
even make
Yeah.
sense. They're the same price.
Yeah, which
Summer
makes
Tiamat
so
for poor
worse.
people.
Why are
Yeah,
you
poor
pulling
decisions.
this character? Every single aspect of her is just worse than Summer Tiamat. I am so sorry that this monstrosity got released last summer, but I apologize. I genuinely apologize that right now the only time I bring you up is to say that Logris's MP is your first skill or second skill. I don't remember. Second skill.
Mm.
Man, it's so sad. I think look, not as bad, obviously, but I think she's in a similar situation to Jeanne Ruler.
Yeah, honestly,
Right,
I want to
like,
emphasize that Lady Avalon is still a really solid servant, but
Yeah,
she's not Summer
in a
Tiamat.
vacuum.
Yeah, like she
In
is
a
really
vacuum,
good.
Solid.
Yeah.
Honestly, in a vacuum, solid. But like, especially if you're using her for sustain in an arts team, there's like zero reason to use her over Summer Tiamat because
Yeah,
some of her biggest selling points is what big crit buffs. Guess who has that overcharge? Guess who has that star gen? Guess who has that? And then it's just
charge,
well,
recharge.
AoE MP charge. Guess who has it? I don't know. They just printed basically a straight upgrade to this character.
And like,
Alien
so
bone.
the difference is like, you know, like,
she has,
oh,
like,
you're like,
burst,
oh, well,
if
she
you just wanna
heals
use her
more.
skill.
She's gonna heal more than Tiamat. But the thing is that if you're
Don't take
just
damage.
trying
Like,
if you're
you
trying
want-
to survive,
you want the
if you
3000
alternate
HP or a full
Castoria,
emblem? Like,
if you alternate Castoria and Tiamat, I think unless you have some problem with you, like you've lost, you know, control of yourself, you're gonna be fine. If you
Yeah,
can't beat the enemy before this becomes a problem, like something's
Yeah.
gone wrong.
And if it's like a high hit count boss fight where like Castoria gets worn down very easily, you can run double Tiamat and then like, you know, stagger them. And if they don't have Invul Pierce, you just don't take them. So I don't know. They just unfortunately made a character that's so similar in position to Lady Avalon, but so much better, and also covers an entirely separate card type on top of arts.
Also, you
So
don't see her on the spreadsheet except like at all.
Well, I mean,
You see a little
yeah.
bit. Like
I mean, it's
in
only
this one, she's
Ishtar,
on this
but, like,
Ishtar
that's
one,
still a
but
point against
kind of
her.
rare though, yeah.
Oh,
So-
gross.
Oh, she's
So
even with
I
Summer Crane.
just-
That's funny.
I just don't see it. I just
Here's the
unfortunately.
thing. I
Oh, and Dante.
I don't think people use her. Like, ask yourself honestly, when was the last time you were building a team and you said, "I'm going to use Lady Av"? She's a character
I still
who
like
in a
using her
vacuum is
personally
good.
because I just don't really like Summer Tiamat. But that's
Yeah,
just a
and-
preference thing. I like Lady Avalon.
Anyway, all this is to say A+.
Yeah, like it's not like she's still really good. Like
Really?
we made it
We're,
sound
like,
much worse than
dumpster,
that. We made it sound
Really now?
much worse.
I would have moved her down 2.
Nah, I'm not. A is criminal. That is this. Yes, Tiamat is better. That would be
Okay.
criminal
Okay,
activity.
Plushie. Remove Summer Tiamat from existence. Where would she get
All right,
placed?
good.
Doesn't even answer the question. It's just like, oh, I just heard the remove
Yeah.
part. Yeah, okay, that's good.
All right. After that, I mean, the A+ probably.
I would
Even
do
without
EX
it,
for sure without Summer Tiamat. So I think this is a good compromise.
Without Summer
I
Tiamat,
think I think
they're
with the way
even-
she works, even
fine.
ignoring Summer Tiamat, I do think like EX is a little overrated because I do think like her skills like
I think she's a complete
She's
servant
not
with a good skill
Merlin.
set. Like she's
I-
a good servant.
I
if
just
they
think
gave her
ours-
a buff like Merlin's,
The match Merlin.
where
oh yeah,
like
no,
to match Merlin, then maybe. Like
Yeah,
also like
give her AoE 30 that way.
Oh,
that way
God.
she can keep up with Tiamat, right?
well,
Wait,
honestly,
hold on.
if they buffed her third skill to give 50% crit for 3 turns and 10% charge to the party, you know what? Yeah, that'd be it's identical to Merlin's buff, but
Yeah,
it'd
but
be
she'd still do less
This means
crit
you need
damage.
another esports copy, Rio, if they add that skill to skill 3.
no, because it's as party invincibility. You wouldn't need you wouldn't use that for esports.
Oh,
I have my level
There
1
you go.
copy and my level 50 copy, and I have my max level copy.
yeah.
I've invested in this character, and she's in fact I don't use her anymore. She was very useful for a couple years.
To be
but,
fair,
like,
yeah, the level 1 what is it, hero creation Avalon has been pretty nice for a bit. But yeah, I mean to be less controversial, let's move her to A+, but
Yeah, I would not
Oh,
do.
I thought
I
you
would.
said
I would.
be
I
less
would feel
controversial,
really.
let's
I
move
couldn't.
to
I would
B.
never be able to do A on her. I still think she's really good.
I was
Yeah.
my personal hot take, because like every week I kind of have to have like a hot take.
I mean, yeah, fair enough.
My personal hottest take would be to move her all the way down to A, but yeah.
Alright. Well, at least you voiced it. There you go. It's good to have some POV. Okay. Next is Erice, right? Yes. Okay. Erice Summer is from the same event. She was placed as the only EX tier 4-star of the Avengers and Pretenders last year. I've already mentioned her, and you guys probably as well at some point during these lists, because we talked about Luvia last week. I think like there's still like Luvia, Creamhild, Summer, Erice. Like if you want some good universal 4-star single target arts, they're basically the trio to be on the lookout for. They're a lot very interchangeable a lot of the times, but depending on the matchup, some will be better than others. But like having an anti-servant power mod, yes, it's not a huge one, but it gives like she's already a universal class in the sense that she's an Avenger. Then having anti-servant and anti-curse that she applies herself, I mean that already says a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean,
So-
and also she does have that taunt. It's like she's like she works in farming, but like, well, if you want to use her as like your single target, like against bosses is where she really kind of shines there. And like challenge quests, because like the gimmick of like cursing everyone and then taunting, and then getting the defense down, and of course you're going to pair her with Castoria, so she's invincible that turn anyway. So like,
And
then
she also has
after
a bit of
that,
dodge
she still
herself
has
too.
evades.
Yeah.
She's a very well coordinated servant for like the area that she was released into.
it is the biggest gap between the first version and the second version of the servant, because their Lance version sucks.
Isn't she just a bigger young Guifei? I guess not, because she can apply curse immediately.
She is a better young Guifei. Like she had a 4-star.
she?
Yeah.
Might be.
I mean, similar. I would say
Yeah.
similar after young Guifei's buff.
But that still
Yeah,
says a lot, because
I-
Young is not bad, and to her to reach
Yeah.
similar strength levels as a 4-star is really good.
Yeah, and it took Young a couple years to get to.
Yeah, and this is
She is.
0 buffs. This is
Yeah,
just her normal
0
kit
buffs.
on launch.
I don't think they would ever buff her. 'cause
Yeah,
she
I mean
still
they should
performs
not.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah, The
Like, I
only
still see her.
argument to move her, which I mean, I don't necessarily think is a good argument. The only argument to move her is because one of the new ones is so overwhelming, at least in my opinion.
Oh, like even though they're
overwhelmingly
not the same role, because
ridiculous.
you wouldn't want to see them on the same tier because
Yeah,
okay, I will say I see the argument, but I think she should still say the EX because we had some other tier lists where I think we had big discrepancies on some of the EXs, but we still kept them
it's
the
just
same
because they're
anyway.
the pinnacle, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you
I
know
see
what
what I know exactly what you're saying, but I still think I'm gonna keep her at EX. It's not a bad argument though, for what it's worth.
Dude, I just wanted to check.
That's true.
So
Because
I
like
went to
for example, I also think like I don't think like Summer Shufu is like that much worse. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But
I wanted to see if Erice showed up in this current challenge quest. And Erice shows up with frontline only, no CE, just like obliterating this challenge quest.
wait, are you looking at the bug version or the 3-turn or the 5-turn?
No, the 5-turn.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Bug version was-
there's a bug where if you taunt again Summer Osakabe Hime, if you taunt Gil or Enkidu and you point at the other one that you didn't taunt after you MP and you break their bar, they will switch targets for some reason. I don't know why.
That's a weird
We-
abuse of the taunt glitch.
Yeah, we back to Osakabe Hime slop again. She happens to like pop every now and then.
It is really
Weird
funny
target
because
switch.
that Osakabe Hime's taunt gimmick as an archer. That's why it's always kind of funny to keep her in the back pocket because like she's not a very good unit, but like not that you go on a 10. She's not a very good unit, but she does weird things every once in a while, and it's kind of funny. So it's always worth having. Anyway, the point is, Erice did this challenge quest with no CE pretty easily.
That's kind of crazy.
And there's multiple people on this list for it, so like people still use her. In fact, she is the most common Avenger.
Yeah,
on this list, like with the most runs. So like,
really not Jolter? What the fuck?
Jolter is on here twice.
Wow.
Wow.
And using
Well,
the
there you
attack
go.
CE.
Wow,
Or using an
Jolter
attack
fans, get it together, man. Get it
Whoa,
together.
we're starting
What?
wars over here. But yeah,
Erice wins
I
this
guess
one.
the blanket statement is that Summer Erice is still very good.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
a top tier 4-star for sure.
Kind of a
Even
roundabout way
if
to go
one of
saying
the
that,
new
yeah.
ones will arguably be even crazier as a 4-star for
Yeah,
different
you know what?
reasons.
Yeah.
We'll keep her
Yeah,
at
but
EX.
that's
Okay.
not a good argument. They're not the same role at all.
Yeah. Okay. Next up is it Eliza? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So let's talk the small Liz. Luckily, we have a redemption Liz, but this one first. So we placed Eliza in C+, just above Ranmaru on the 4 stars of Avengers and Pretenders. Again, she's not a bad servant, but just doesn't really stand out in any way. Just like if you have a brand new account, she's not a bad servant. She has really good coverage. She has AoE battery. She can support all kinds of different alignments. She's AoE that has, just okay effects on her MP. Like, it's not bad, but it's very basic.
She was my hard carry on my free-to-play only run for Earth Olga, but that doesn't really mean anything. I can be completely honest.
I think the worst part is if she had a 30% battery instead of 20, I think she would actually be a lot better. I think that 10% makes a big difference.
Well, yeah, but they can't.
They can't really put that at a welfare, probably like a universal 30. It would have to be like somehow trade based or limited or something.
Like how many party 30s do we have even today? Like it's probably.
Is it even 10 still? Like just without gimmicks, is it even 10 still? I want to say it's not.
Summer Tiamat, we have
Castoria,
Oyen Dark, Castoria. Oh, Merlin. Oh shit, Merlin. You're and
wait, do you
Prelati.
So we count I guess we count multiple skills, okay?
Yeah, and Prelati. I can't think of more. I don't think we have more than 10. I really don't think we have more than 10. So
more than 10 what again?
30 AoEs
30
that without constraints for battery.
Yeah, not unconditional 30 battery. Yeah, we definitely
you got a point. We have too much party 30s, and it's not as valuable these days.
No, we don't have that many.
No, the point was that we there's still not a whole lot. Like it's still a
Are,
rare
are you
thing.
still hung up on that Koyan Dark thing?
You literally just said the opposite thing, okay? That you said last week.
No, I'm saying it's still not as rare. It's still pretty relatively rare,
Mhm.
but look, I don't care.
Okay.
I
don't
I
feel
assume you
like
guys
we're
had some
really
fun
getting
talks
it. It's
about
just,
her placement on these mobcasts. I take it.
Yeah, he's into it.
Fair enough. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm looking, I
Eliza
don't know. We
is
might have
okay.
more than 10 at this point.
Maybe
Looking
barely,
at the
but I'm
Oh,
not sure.
Phantasmoon, yeah. But yeah,
Yeah.
anyways, she just I don't yeah, she doesn't really have an identity. She doesn't have her self battery ends up being too small for like a welfare that you want to conveniently spam MP. So, yeah, it's just but she's not bad, but she's not horrible. She's pretty bad. But whatever.
Yeah, she's just basic, but fine.
She just doesn't know what she's doing. I mean, I guess it fits her character, but there's just no unifying theme. It's just like a bunch of random shit put together. The
I
servant, which is fine.
think I'll just keep C plus. I could maybe see some arguments for B, but I think I would just keep her in C plus.
Yep.
Okay. There you go, Eliza.
Yeah, nothing changes.
Next is it Tlaloc or Nito Alter was
Nito Alter.
first. Yeah, okay. Let's see.
Radical.
Nitocris Alter. So we covered Kama, we covered Ishtar. Now it's time to talk about her. She was placed in A tier. She was next to Kama, I believe. Some chat members were saying like she's not better than Ishtar. I disagree. I think she is better.
Yeah, she is a 100 MP charging insta. She's just big Nitocris. Like that's her first use, right? Like big Nitocris, which is like better Nitocris, I guess, quote unquote. That's a pretty
And she has
good use.
anti-trait, a common one too. And as, being Avenger, it's
like
cool.
Big pharma.
Obvious big Nito. Yeah, obviously
so-
she can also be, just an arts DPS and not great by any means, but it's still okay. And then she can be a support that applies evil for raiding. Like I know this sounds very niche or whatever, but the amount of times that View has used her with Phantasmoon, with Estrella, with Tonalico, it's actually quite common. All right. Like if you're able to fit her into like a raid comp. So I think she's like a character that has multiple uses. And I do value that. And like the uses aren't like all useless, right? Like the
I want to say
uses are,
she's almost like
pretty
a like she's a weaker Dolman on arts.
yeah.
Also, it's a bit unfortunate. Chad was pointing out that her being anti-man as a sky attribute is a bit unfortunate.
Yeah, it's like a fake anti-trade almost. It's you got times 0.9, which is actually a
Yeah, it kind of sucks a little bit. It does though. It helps her mitigate that like on her NP, but it does hurt her. Like
she's a weaker.
I've used
play evil. That's why I emphasize farming.
As a fan of Murasaki, I feel this.
As someone with a 120 Nito Alter,
have anti-demonic
she's okay.
Oh, not just someone with a 120 Nito Alter, someone who picked her with a USO and then proceeded to get more copies.
Here's the thing.
Of her.
I when she came out, I'm like, I'm gonna 120 this thing, and I'm like, I couldn't get the last copy. I'm like, I'm just gonna buy a USO. Fast forward to today, I have 5 Nito Alters in my second archive. So
USO's well spent.
Don't buy permanent servant, guys.
Don't buy permanent servants ever.
What
it's a bad idea to learn
idea.
from my mistakes.
My God.
Okay, also, I did go through the entire list of servants with party charge, by the way, just as an update.
Okay.
With 30% spread charge. Olga, Tez, Castoria, Koyan Dark, Merlin,
right.
Prelati, Phantasmoon, Summer Tiamat, Typhon, and Kondo, but only for Shinsengumi. So that brings the total to...
Wait, why is Tycho there? That's not 30, is it?
20.
Yeah, he's 50-20.
Is he only AoE 20?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. Then there's only 9.
That's why we call it Taigong Long Battery.
Anyway, then there's only 9. 8 if you don't count Kondo.
Yeah, well, we were going for Universal, but I guess in his case,
Well,
Kondo's
he
yeah,
Shinsengumi.
I guess you can maybe count it then. Yeah.
So the second go around, you
So it is
get,
still less than
like-
10, basically.
So
Okay.
it is 8. It's less than I expected. Were there any? There's no 4 stars there that do that. Actually, if I'm thinking of it.
No. Well, actually, do we count freaking
Hotel?
Knocknaria?
Oh,
That's 30.
You're right.
But again,
yeah,
you
I
can
mean,
if you have
also-
debuff resistance, it can still
I mean, if
fail.
we count her, then we
Yeah.
count Don Quixote as well, because he has 30.
Yeah, but it's not for himself
different
though.
buff.
That's the problem. So it's
Well,
not
neither
full
No,
is,
spread.
I didn't
Knocknaria
include
is.
anyone.
Oh, yeah, I guess
there
in the
are
same
a couple
sense,
that
yeah.
are 30 or
If
30
we
or more
count Don
except self.
Quixote, then we
Yeah, I don't
have
think
to
any
count
4-stars do a
Charlotte,
full
Corey,
party
something.
unconditionally,
Yeah,
or
there's no
even
4
without.
stars to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it is.
Well,
I guess it is
Charlotte's
still
isn't
kind of rare.
party. It's for 2 people, and
Yes.
one of them has to be her.
Yeah.
So
But Don
it's
Quixote
definitely
is
not
not party.
party.
It has to be 2 people. But it
Yeah,
has to
it's
be
Yeah,
party
party
except him.
Yeah,
Because no one
well,
invites
yeah,
him
well,
to the party.
that's also annoying. Anyways,
Yeah.
we're not having this conversation right now. I'm sorry. So-
Well, there you go. A small tidbit anyway. I would probably still move her next to Kaba from 8.
Really?
Probably.
She's better than
I don't think she should be a full tier above Sufficient Time.
I think
Well,
she should.
okay. Think about like how you're going to use her. Do you think people are more likely to use Nito Alter as just like general stuff? And the answer is yes.
General,
I think
I mean,
Nito
yeah.
okay, like
Like,
even if we look
is-
at it, look at it in a vacuum, right? Nito Alter has 100 battery. Nito Alter has an anti-trait. Nito Alter has a niche that can support other decent DPS. I just don't, and Nito Alter has insta kill. I really think she has so much more to offer than Space Ishtar. Space Ishtar can turn into Buster and turn into Quick, which is a death sentence. I don't understand. I really just don't. I think Space Ishtar is that bad, Chad. I'm sorry.
Well, I think she would
Insta-kill
still be
is
the
boosted-
lowest of the
What's
3
that?
regardless of what we do
Well,
here. Are we back?
back.
Yeah.
are
it
we
looks
back?
like-
Actually, no.
Chad, are we
Oh,
back?
no.
We should be back. I think it's just hit a
No.
pop-up. We're reconnected.
No, but
Yeah,
like
I think
we're back.
I have your stream. Oh, it's back.
The kid with
Are we back?
the fingers in the hair.
Yeah, we're back.
Weird.
Why? What?
I-
Okay,
I-
so
I
that's
do
I've
wanna
never
point
seen that
out-
error before. Like my OBS didn't crash, my internet didn't die. OBS just it's just put a pop-up saying disconnected, attempting to reconnect, and then it reconnected.
Curse
I-
of a-
Like what
I-
happened?
Okay,
What
I have-
happened?
I've seen that happen so many times. I'm not sure why it does that.
That's the
Like,
first time it's happened to me.
it's
Actually,
not a connection thing.
yeah, because
it's
the
like-
call was fine, right? Like no, it was not an internet
Yeah.
issue.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
so
like,
weird.
So
I wish I
Okay,
would
you know
know
what?
this.
Okay, I'm gonna
make
play it
the
off
case
as a
for-
joke. It was the gods threatening me. If I'm gonna move Nito down, it's gonna kill the stream. She stays in A. There you go. Boom.
Well, here's the thing. Also for Nito, I want to point out Nito's damage beats Kama's like wave for wave. The only time Kama does out damage if the charm hits. But
yeah,
like
that's
that
the whole
on
thing.
wave 3, but wave 1 and 2, Nito Alter hits stronger. And on wave
But yeah,
3,
that's her. That's
her
thing,
damage
though.
is the
Kama just
same
doesn't
as
do
if
damage.
Kama's charm misses. So like, and Nito
Yeah.
is infinitely easier to get multiple MP copies on because she's always there to show up.
Her
When you
games
roll
are
for
bad,
Avenger
but she has
specifically.
100
Considered that-
battery, like-
Have you considered that more people are willing to spend SQ on Kama?
Yeah, she also has 100 batteries. So like, I don't know. Her gains are bad. She has an instant fill button.
we
Like
just talk about
you
yeah.
can quite literally just like the I think the way that you would do it with her is you would if you wanted to do just like single core, like you can just do like you just like charge her up on turn 1 and then swap in your other charger on turn 2, charge her up again, and then for turn 3 you can just press that button and full charge, or you full charge on turn 1 and then just don't press any charge buttons on your teammates till turn 2 and 3.
She
Like,
is honestly, in that
farmed
sense,
with
she
her
kind of
before.
feels a little bit like a weaker Lohi. It's a very similar thing. She doesn't give party gauge though, but it's a similar. Like both have ass gains, but they can still fire off multiple 2 MPs.
Yeah, I don't know. I think she's better than Kama. Like I think she's infinitely more usable. And plus, even ignoring all that, she still has haha funny death meme, and you
Yeah,
just
like
do that and you win.
Incident, especially for if you play NA, should feel pretty relevant because of the coin node on Bleach Earth. Like that one, Nitocris Alter is really good at. So I again, like maybe if next year we still don't have any good insta kill things, I'll consider, you know, give her less credit for that. But you know, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not. I can't decide between A and B plus. I really can't. I can see both. What would you say,
I
Otto?
think the
Which one,
Ps-
A or B plus?
You know, I'm gonna be honest. I do not really have much of an opinion on her. I don't have. I have very little experience with Nito, so I don't know. I don't really care.
I'll keep her at A for
Sorry.
now. We'll see. We'll revisit this at the end again. Okay, that's fine. All right, who's next? Is it Kuro or is it? It's the same event. So which one is first?
Tlaloc.
Oh wait, I'm stupid. Yeah, she was here.
Tlaloc is
I
way
got ahead
before
of
Kuro.
myself. Yeah, okay. And then yeah. All right, Tlaloc is next, the OG. We will talk about the summer version next week as well, but this is the OG. Unfortunately for her, neither of her variants are particularly good gameplay-wise. We had her on B
You can be
last year.
disappointed 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I will say something. I feel like her guts removal thing has shown up pretty often recently. Why? I think one of the raids had that, right? One of the raids had the guts. Was it which one was it? Was it the Noah one? And then like Super
Yes.
Kamazats, she was used, and then I think there was another CQ she was used. The meme guts removal thing I've seen used multiple times in recent memory, which is really funny. But other than that,
Because it is, because if you can remove guts, that is effectively a 70% attack up on that target for 3 turns. Like it's pretty good.
a massive damage boost if you can remove guts.
It is. It does give her a job.
I just realized she has never been buffed. I'm surprised about that actually, considering how she's popular as well. And she's definitely not top tier.
Considering she's an industry plant, I mean,
back to that.
Look, it's a shame that her third ascension is kind of ugly, but like,
well, second is bad because you always pick casual clothes, so it doesn't matter what the others look like.
Second is best anyway.
Yeah.
But like, and then they ruined her Moon Cancer version by making you have to use third ascension as well. Someone there loves Tlaloc, but then
you don't
someone
like
else there
bunnies,
hates Tlaloc.
Rio? What the fuck?
I much
bunny
prefer
suits?
her second ascension in summer as well.
He's
Like,
he's too busy gooning to maids.
Bro.
Yes. But anyway, the here's the thing. Someone at
I didn't expect him to
Lasengel really loves Tlaloc, but then someone else on the design team really hates her, and they're at odds with each other and they're fighting. And unfortunately, the design team guy is winning, and so he keeps ruining her.
Fair enough. But yeah,
look,
I guess her deck
Illustrator
got better
is
with Summer
listed-
Tiamat, right? That's an
Are
improvement.
we moving her up one just because the guts removal isn't actually useless?
So she would go from B to B plus. I mean, I could maybe see an argument for it because I wouldn't see her that much like lower than Gorgon potentially.
I think she deserves that to go up.
Yeah,
she's not as bad as Christmas Abigail. You know what? Never.
Look,
And I don't think she should be under Gorgon either, honestly.
Yeah, I'm actually giving her credit because of the guts removal being useful, quote unquote, which is funny.
Also, if you do want a DPS with her, she is a little bit better with Tiamat now.
Yeah, let's use like a low B plus, okay?
Let's go, bro.
There you go.
I actually think she's better than
small
Gorgon,
things
but,
that
like,
made her like go inch ever higher. Okay.
Let's go, Tlaloc.
Sure.
Moving up in the world.
Tune in next week for
Done
her
it.
summer version.
It's moving down in the world.
All right. So next up, it's which of the summers?
Chloe is first.
Okay. Let's see.
the
We got
controversial.
the Summer Kuro. Yeah, the fun one. We had her placed on a flat last year.
That's honestly fair. Like,
Yeah, as much as we like to trash on her gameplay, it is a thing you can do. And honestly, what I found, because I got her on my free to play, she's actually not a terrible DPS. Like she's just like she feels like a better Lobo actually. as a DPS.
I was about to say people don't use her as a DPS, but like
dude,
she's
because I had like no Avengers and I did LB3 on my free to play, and she completely decimated First Emperor.
She has universal anti-trade with the scriptures or whatever it's called. So.
It was. It took me a while to figure out how that was supposed to work. The reason, because like, what you think of, it's like, okay, you pop her third skill and you lose it. Well, you pop the third skill on turn 1, and then on the second cast, everyone has a bunch of stacks of it, and it's up to 50% battery per.
Yeah, like it's a slower approach,
Even
but it's a
more
good
if someone
approach
has an
too.
AoE.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's improved in my eyes. I'd say it's she still has like mechanical issues. I'm not a huge fan of.
Yeah,
I mean,
and like being a guts giver that self swaps, is still useful in certain cases as well. Obviously, if you're into funny, uh, Arash farm Black Row looping memes,
True.
you can use it with her. And like I think the fun the really nice thing is that now that we got the plug 2.0 but 3.0.
Yeah, 3.
Her whole thing with like enabling Black Girl looping isn't really like people aren't looking at
Yeah,
that
it's a
anymore.
little less
But then,
valuable.
yeah, but like people are looking at other stuff about her, and people are like, "Oh wow, that's actually pretty interesting." She isn't just a haha cuckoo can do 2 trillion damage on wave 3 character anymore, right? So it's I think it actually helps her identity. And I think A is completely fair. As you said, the DPS is interesting. She can even dodge. I know nobody uses
Like swap out
this
on an
way, but
MP
like
turn. Yeah.
yeah, on an
And then she
MP
gets a
turn,
whole,
like,
and then you can maybe sack your others, and she gets a full new lineup of supports and whatnot.
yeah,
Like, it's
it's
valid.
fun.
It
She's very
is.
fun
Yeah.
to use.
I think
Yeah,
I actually did use the
you-
swap offensively in the boss fight I mentioned. It was actually good.
yeah, it's a super cool way to use this character. But yeah,
I think A is fine.
I'm gonna be honest. Like numbers wise, I feel like her DPSing still isn't really all that impressive. Like it's all like okay, the buff numbers that she has. I mean, it's like 20 and then 20
it's just the
and
MP
then 10.
damage that I feel. I mean, with
Yeah,
her, I feel
yeah,
like it's
but like
MP
the thing
damage
is,
center.
okay, she maxes out at 50%.
Yeah,
So at that point, she's effectively doing berserker damage. But she doesn't have a free NP5. She doesn't.
well,
She
yeah,
does
but
less hard damage than a
there isn't
berserker.
a
It's just
but
like
there isn't a
rather use a
Avenger
berserker.
like
I like the guaranteed
there
drain
isn't
and the ramp up on the
a
MP as well. Like, it's a good MP. It's a good MP
It's
FX wise.
there isn't a
It's
welfare
less
single
so like
target
berserkers
Avenger
are really
either.
good. It's just like uh, at that point she's like competing with them, and like I feel like she has to hit a certain level of damage for it to be worthwhile.
Well, I mean,
wait. Also,
the
what do you
is still,
mean?
like,
What do you mean it
little
caps
bit.
at 50%? The manuscripts are cap at 100.
Yeah, if
so
you mean
it's
the power
200%.
the stack of it's 10.
It's 5 times 5 turns, so she can't get more than 5 unless you cool down reduce.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, look, you can.
So
you can
practically,
you can figure it out. You can figure it out if you want to use her.
Also,
You
if
can
you
do
cool,
double
also if you cool
Kuro.
down,
You can do
if you
double
cool down
Kuro, I
reduce,
guess. Right? Double
I
Kuro
guess
should
that's a
work.
thing. But at that
Yeah,
point,
double.
like, I don't know, man. Like, I feel like at that point, I'm trying too hard to make one specific thing work that isn't like
This is completely
huge.
unrelated, by the way, but like, why is it a Saito Chiwa character trying to LARP as another Saito Chiwa character, and then
Oh, because
in
she like
her
dresses up
downtime
as like
she
Tamamo.
yeah, and then
Whatever you do, don't show Otto her FA because he hates that for some reason.
for some reason,
Yeah,
that thing literally got banned on
yeah, we do.
Reddit because it's fucking lolly feet, bro. Like, what are you talking about?
Nasty, bro.
Well,
I think I
Otto's
could keep
afraid
her
of-
a day. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, we should all be afraid, especially if you produce content. It's scary.
I don't know,
Very
man. Like,
scary.
what's so like there? Like,
All right, so next up would be the other 4-star of the same summer event, right? We have, I guess I call her, I'll go Baobhan Summer.
Smog.
Oh, I can't type
Oh
that.
my
Wahoo.
god.
It's
Yay.
Smub.
Smob Summer. I'm on the wrong list. Where is she? There she is. She was placed into A+, pretty high. But honestly, she's kind of stacked. She has a lot of neat effects. Quite a lot. You can tell, again, they like their last build 6 servants. They're not always like amazing. Like, I think Summer Bargus is kind of like interesting idea, gameplay-wise, but not the best. But I feel like
She literally has 8 NP effects.
yeah, like this is an interesting one. And it's good effects
She's definitely
too. That's the thing.
The most like this is the one that had like I think the most attention out of the 3 Fairy Knights because Melisande they just kind of like were like Bargus they gave a gimmick to that is okay. Like I think Bargus gimmick is okay and it works
Yeah, it's
pretty
okay.
well. It's just that MP gain is a problem.
Yeah.
But Baobhan is where like clearly they put like the stuff because like all of her skills have like 5 lines. And then she has a passive that's like a novel.
Yeah, and one of the lines in the skill makes all the lines in the MP better as well. And potentially other lines that are in your team.
And also just frankly, the best design out of all of them. She's like all 3 of her ascensions are like
Yeah,
very
I
well
honestly
done.
agree. She has good ascensions. You would think this is a 5-star servant for sure if you didn't know better. Like actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm considering trying to get one of those CERN plushes.
Yeah,
Honestly, I still feel like she
plushie.
should have been the SSR and then Melusine should have been 4-star in summer.
Probably.
Yeah.
This should have been the SSR.
I mean, this
They
is
could have
more of an
buffed up some of
SSR
the
kit
numbers.
than Melusine's was, frankly.
That's true.
Yeah.
Like this kid is
So
what
many
would they
things.
change?
That's-
Like if she was an SSR, I think all they would do is like bump up the attack and defense.
Yeah,
to, like,
numbers would go
30%.
up at least, yeah.
And like the MP damage
Yeah.
would go up to 30%, but I think that's all you would have to change because everything else is kind of like
Well, they could extend the duration of all but no, I'm joking.
Like
Dude, if
universal
they extended
buff
the duration of
increase.
all
Oh,
buffs,
and then
would
and
just
that could include
spiral.
buff removal resistance as well. So GG.
Let's go forever. Plushie is your summer bow and she wants yes, she is 120. I believe she has all her cards vote. I'm not 100% sure. I used to use her a lot.
I mean, this is just a very
she gets
stacked
solo a bunch
4-star.
of stuff. And then like anyone who has a per turn effect has the potential to combo with her like Logris.
Yeah,
right. Like,
yeah. Logris is like the new MVP of the double mob team because she has her own recharge. She basically instantly gets to 100% per turn because you keep delaying her 50% per turn. Then she gives everyone cooldown reduction. She gives everyone 20 charge, so you get to NPing every turn way faster.
Yeah.
She heals the whole team. Yeah, she slots in basically perfectly.
Yeah, okay. I
Yeah.
just checked. I do have her entire deck vote, so yeah,
It's like she doesn't have like she's not like the immediately like nuke everything, but like because her gameplay clearly isn't set up for that. Like if you just look at her kit, like she has a bunch of effects to like be in it for the long haul.
Is this election?
And that's
Is this
fine. I
official merch or did someone make this?
No, I think somebody killed the official Cernunos plush. Like both.
Oh,
of
and then
these
like
are
put
both
her in.
official,
Oh,
and then they
wow.
put her in.
It's kind of
there. I
morbid, but it's kind of
forgot
cute
to-
at the same time. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this is
I mean,
literally what happens in the story.
That's what happens. That's Lost
oh
Build
my
6.
god.
No, really good.
Anyway,
I think she can stay in A+. She's honestly close to EX, if anything. Maybe I feel like if someone were to place her in
there's a
EX,
valid case to-
yeah, I think I
there's a
wouldn't be
valid
mad
case
if
for
she was
EX.
there. She's so stacked as a
just like-
4-star.
Because like when you look at just DPSs, like AoE DPSs, she genuinely shines.
And she has
And,
really good
like,
coverage
The amount
too.
of things that she does, not just like the amount of utility that she has, also the very unique things that she does with like her first skill.
after
it-
well, we're
she's
Yeah, but
not
again, this is a
really
4-star
comparing
list. This is not.
them.
They're not directly compared. So
Also,
yeah.
they're not like the same thing at all. Solomon is just Like Solomon
Like
is
this looks
insane.
better than
Feel
some
bad for
EXs in
rolling
other
power for it.
4-star lists of other classes, for sure.
Like, you can even use her like to some extent like esports stuff because all three of her skills are supportive.
Mm-hmm.
They
If
all do stuff
somehow
for the
you,
team, and then the second
oh yeah,
skill is also
true.
buff removal.
Yeah, she's actually a
Like,
pretty good buff removal support. I've used her quite a bit.
and
I mean, now with
she prevents the
Lackland probably
enemy
gonna
from
have to.
NPing while doing that.
Yeah.
She just does so much stuff. Like she,
We can move her up.
Yeah,
Let's just
honestly,
move- let's just-
the more I look at it, the more I'm convinced. And again, this is a 4-star list. It's a 4-star. Come
Yeah.
on, that's a 4-star. Come on, like it has to. Yeah, okay, let's do
Can
it.
she
Yeah.
can she beat you with new plug? I forgot.
Like that's such
With
a
Omi, maybe.
stacked 4-star. Okay.
Let me take a look.
Oh yeah, she could work with Omi. Now I think about it.
Mm. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
New edition.
yeah, and she also delays it.
Very
I say delay.
nice. You mean the MP gauge
belong.
thingy?
Belong is not the right
Extend,
word.
Mm-hmm.
Extend, yeah.
Oh yeah, her MP is anti-man. I keep forgetting about that. It's just out of nowhere.
Yeah, because I'm sorry, I
yeah.
completely understand because she has 8 effects on it, and like,
And
only
she's not
2 of them are
Sky like
useless.
Nitocris Alter, I guess, so she has a better case there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
she's
means,
good. Very
that
good.
means she gets the 65% bonus instead of the 50 bonus.
Mm. So who's next? Is it Ushi Gozen or?
That's right. Yeah, right.
It is
yeah,
right.
same
It is.
character,
Yeah.
right, go.
Okay. All right. Samurai Remnant. We got Ushi Gozen next on the 5-star chopping block. She was placed into A+ last year. I think she has quite big damage potential, but is she still A+ is the question or not. I wish the 3rd skill had more longevity, I'm not gonna lie. I wish it had a bit more
It's a
longevity.
weird thing they did with the Samurai Remnant servants. It's same with Takeru. They have a 1-turn MP damage up for no reason at all. Instead
Yeah,
of
at least
3.
that should be more than 1 turn. I would prefer the crit stuff to be more as well, but why is the MP damage 30% for 1 turn? That's a bit weird.
Wait, so if she uses sorry, going back to Smob. So if she uses double Omi and Oberon, like it's just enough charge. Do the numbers work correctly though? Like, are they
I
spread-
think that's literally one of the cases where I thought it would work, but it doesn't. But let me check. Oh yeah, you can just
Yeah.
check the list. I was
They
gonna
only
say-
have double Summer Scotty Oberon comes in the sheet. I'm not
Yeah,
sure
well,
if they've gone
Plus
over
doesn't
or
have
more
everything.
options for her yet, but yeah.
But yeah.
Um,
Anyways, it's fine.
Ushi Gozen looping actually got a little bit easier with the 10% because like her refund wasn't like amazing, but it wasn't the worst. Like it was workable. Like if you're up against casters, like there was stuff you could do, but now you have 10% more charge to work with as leeway. On top of that, like I harped on it last year. Like you can give her a 50% CE and she is going to outdamage like most of the Omni loopers against Earth, even if they have Black Grail. Because she's just so ridiculously good against Earth enemies. And if you give her a 50% CE, then like she's guaranteed to loop. So yeah. And also, in a lot of scenarios, you're going to be using a 50% CE regardless because of there's an event CE. So yeah.
I feel like if you're not doing anti-Earth, you have way better options though, right? But against Earth, it is very legit for sure, and it is a pretty common
it's also
case.
Earth, and we're talking about an Avenger here. Like Avengers kind of like need to have some sell over like counter classes.
Yeah, because most
and,
of
like,
your
she
damage is neutral.
outdoes. And also, like if you're up against an Earth Berserker, there's like she's basically better than every single target if we're talking about just raw numbers, because she does so much. Like she has the anti Berserker, and then so she has so much capability. It's a shame her utility is kind of whatever, but like
She
nice
eliminates
that she
base
has
crits.
reasons
There you go.
yeah, yeah.
There's the
Let's do
utility. I would probably personally do A, but I don't know about you guys.
I mean, there are people that move down. I can accept A, but pretty high
I think
A.
eight.
Mm.
Yeah.
Like not a
Yeah,
bad
we can move
servant
her
by
down
any
to
means,
A.
but like I do like I think she's still relevant because of the really high anti-earth damage, having both the power mod and the
I don't know.
super effective.
I don't know if this. I don't know how much this would impact this, but just out of curiosity, would you prefer Maou Nobu against Sky Divine or her against Earth Servant?
Ooh, probably.
Probably Maou.
Probably Mao. The full red is nice.
Just because just with a triple, but I got this like
Yeah.
triple
I
buster.
don't know,
off
man.
of
Like
them.
the green cards are pretty in these days.
Yeah, no, I agree, but it's
I think I
just
would give a small edge to Mao in those cases.
Yeah,
just because I like
I
that
think
buff.
the buff removal is probably a pretty big sell as well.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah.
True, he has that too. I'll move her to A for that. We'll do that. Okay. There you go. There's Ushi. Next is it Marie and then Alessandro, right? Yeah, that's the order because Marie was first.
It's funny how it's just like back-to-back 120s on mine.
Oh.
Well, it's Marie, Monte Cristo, and then Cagliostro.
Oh, that's the order. Okay, cool.
Is it?
Anyway, yeah, Marie Alter. She was placed into, I believe, flat A. She's now been released on that day as well, like many of the servants that we're about to talk about. She's obviously AoE arts as well, like many of the other 5-star Avengers, but at least her kit feels like it has more stuff going for it, so I do like that. She's got her defense, some utility. I like the guaranteed rate on the AoE MP, which is pretty spammable too. That's cool. No ramp up though. I think she's maybe a bit underrated. Would I say she's still like super strong? Not really. But a bit under, because I never see people talk about her gameplay wise. Or any wise, honestly. She's for some reason kind of forgotten.
She's just offensively not as impressive as she is otherwise.
Yeah.
This is so sort of like how like double Castoria is just the brainless way of proceeding things. This is the third thing you bring there.
Mhm.
She just keeps draining over and over again. And
Yeah.
if your defenses fail, you have Team Guts. She has her own invuln. And then even in some situations where there's like damage resistance, she could still do notable damage with the dot because like it's legit damage. I know people shit on it all the time, but like the 5k curse on her second skill, like you immediately do like 12,000 per turn with one gut.
Yeah, 1 MP.
And that's 36,000 more across.
You know how little that is, like, right?
I mean,
honestly, on some AoE fights that have big resistances, it actually is legit. Actually,
yeah, it
those do happen sometimes. I kind of actually, as much as I think dot sucks in FGO, I don't think this is not nothing.
And I think on the second MP, is it like 18,000? I want to say. It just stacks up.
Yeah, because it's 5k and then 4k times 2. Yeah. It's 18.
Yeah, it's not bad.
We did move some other people down though. That is
I'm thinking. Is she Summer Kama tier or like?
Kama has the better damage potential, but Marie does have other stuff, like more.
Yeah,
other
I like
stuff.
the infinite drain, but like in farming, she's kind of not good though.
Yeah, Marie is not very good at farming though. That's the thing compared to her peers.
That's kind of
she's just bosses for sure. That's how we were gonna place her.
A looper.
Yeah.
She's just a standard. Well, I mean, for looping, I don't think she has trouble, but yeah, that's.
I feel like she could probably be in B plus, honestly.
The art slop, yeah, maybe.
It's just because of like there's so much competition too.
I'm always gonna look biased in this. I think she's better than Summer Kama. Like Summer Kama's damage potential is really nice, but like when you're talking about
Yeah.
utility, just sheer utility, and then
No, I agree. I agree. She's better than Summer Kama. Like, it's not like she doesn't have anti curse. I know it's a 30p mod, but it's still a 30p mod. You know.
yeah,
So.
I mean it's effectively 50p mod with her NP damage buff on her NP. So she just has good damage.
Yeah,
What would you say,
make sure to
Dio?
put
You
her
haven't
to
really
the
commented much
left
on
of
Marie
Medium,
yet.
but good damage.
I don't got much to say on Marie. I'm not a
Okay,
huge
simple
fan
question.
of
A,
the-
B plus.
Personally, B plus, but like
All right, then it's B
I know.
plus. then.
I
Oh,
think she could be like high B plus. I don't think like I still feel like A is a bit high for her, but I kind of do prefer her a little bit to Kama, but they can probably still be around the same tier anyway.
Yeah, make sure to put her to the left so she.
No, we don't
Even though
do
we're
that.
not doing that.
We don't do that. We just like people just have to listen. It's like okay, she's basically like a high B plus. I don't like doing the thing where because I like to keep the order of the placements, which is the release
She's
order.
low.
Yeah.
She's also like absolutely so gross with grand score because like she just keeps taunting herself because of the
Oh yeah,
because
she
that's
has
how
the
that works,
super
and
Avenger.
then she gets so much out of her first skill because of it because she's getting hit more often. Like she just constantly NPs it. It's kind of nasty to see.
We'll do this for now. Again, there's several we can rediscuss towards the final shuffling phase. Okay. Next up is more OC2. So you said Dantes was before in the ID compared to Cagliostro?
Yes.
Okay, let's
Yeah,
do it.
Dante's is 4.9, Cagliostro is 4.10.
Okay, so next up we got Dantes 2.0, aka the Count of Monte Cristo. I guess, well, Dantes is also Count of Monte Cristo, but we call this guy the Monte Cristo because that's basically, you know, his name in the Ascensions. So, Monte Cristo, he was placed into EX last year. Never been buffed, and they're not very surprising. He always felt like his Shisho has now the better damage potential after they buffed her third skill if you hit the anti-traits, but like this guy is basically like Shisho that has a spammable MP, and when the MP has both Invul Pierce and a guaranteed stun, that's a bit scary. Not to mention it can also ramp up damage with burns. It is a really, really good MP. Like this MP is such an anti-boss MP, it's crazy. Oh my. Like, he's quick, so you're not even that afraid. Because normally with quick, you would be like, oh, I want to have some defense and whatnot too. Well, I guess with Taber Tiamat, maybe, you know, different arguments. But, like, because you can basically keep stun locking the boss. Assuming they're not debuff immune, it's just like most of the turns, they will just be stunned. Like, that's kind of crazy. And not to mention, his skills are not
like
bad
Avenger
either.
Viscotti.
Yeah. Like he's pretty stacked.
Guaranteed stun, does a bunch of damage, Invul Pierce.
And unlike Ushi Gozen, he has 3 turns of his crit buffs too.
Look, personally, this is just personal preference. I prefer the raw red offense of Jolter, but I guess objectively he should.
I guess they are compared quite a bit, yeah.
Better.
They both
Yeah,
have 50
objectively.
chargers. They're both single target high damaging Avengers. One
Yeah.
definitely has more lines than the other, but Jolter raw damage, even with this burn thingy, it might still be a bit higher because he has a buffed MP as well.
So she out damages him for like that one turn. So like if you need the immediate damage, that's good.
You mean with the mana
But, like,
burst? Yeah.
But he ramps up and then it
And the
just
mana burst
skyrockets
goes away.
over.
I mean,
Uh,
also,
you know-
spoiler alert, one of the grand EX1 raids, Olga's, she burns herself. A nice industry planned farm.
Yeah, it is an
zone,
industry
bro.
plant. Holy cow.
Like she burns herself, so guess who does the most damage against her for free? Okay, bro. But it's just stupid. But yeah, he's probably EX. I don't
Yeah, definitely. Like as far as single targets go, he's out of Avengers, he's still the best. Unfortunately,
It's him or Jolter, but I feel like I'd give him the edge just for consistency.
Yeah, you give him the edge in anything, in any context.
And give him the edge because she's edgier.
Oh, the edge.
He's literally
shot on top.
edgier, so he gets the edge. I keep him in EX. He wouldn't be like among the highest, but he would still be EX, I think, though. Yeah.
Yeah, I cut my thumb the other day on something, and I have no idea what it was, so I'm gonna blame him for it.
Oh no.
Oh,
That's
the edge.
finger cuts can be really annoying because you keep touching stuff.
It was it's like at like the base of the thumb, like right next to the wrist. Is actually
Oh,
I don't
okay.
really. I didn't even notice it until like a day.
Yeah,
or so,
sometimes you don't notice like
later.
some cuts depending on where
Yeah.
they land.
Okay, now I'm gonna
that is a
one up
kind of a
this.
scary place to slice yourself, though.
It is. It's close to a scary spot.
The other day, I was walking in and I accidentally kicked with my like pinky toe something very hard, and it was like for 3 days it's been hurting. But you can't do anything about it.
Your toe.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should probably get that checked.
There's nothing you can do about it.
Because honestly, the pinky probably doesn't have like very big and durable bones, so you may have broken it.
Well, it sure sucks that you've got such an intensive mobile job where you have to pick up stuff every day and be on your feet for 8 hours straight.
No, I don't. I sit at a computer.
He sits at a computer and talks to people about money, like lucky motherfucker.
Not even just that. Sometimes I just sit at a computer and I wait for someone to want to talk, or I get talk to crazy people. Sometimes I talk to crazy people. It's fun. I like my job.
Very good. No, that's good. All right, final
I'm
OC2
very jealous, by the way, if it wasn't obvious.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, final OC2 servant. It's Cagliostro.
But they're bitches about it.
The servant who I actually just can't stand using because
his MP.
Like ugly
it's epilepsy.
And also hurts my eyes.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what they were doing designing this guy's MP, except for like they wanted you to feel his pain by inflicting pain.
Also, I didn't mention, but he was placed in B+ last year on the 4 stars, or among them rather.
Oh gosh, I clicked the video just to watch it again, just to remind myself. Yep, still one of the worst MPs I've ever seen.
I honestly really like his MPFX wise though, visuals aside. He removes defensive before damage, he ramps up defense down, and he's anti-lawful as an event or pretender, which he already has a lot of coverage. And not to mention, there's definitely way more lawfuls on knights than cavalry, right? For sure. So that's a very good power mod for him.
He is honestly, like, if you look at his kit, again, you could justify him as you know what, I'm not even gonna say you could justify him as a 5-star or whatever, but like if you compare him to some other arch loopers we've been looking at, it's not worse. It's like the same thing. He has a 50 MP battery arch looper that has an anti-trait and decent effects.
Did we underrate this guy last year?
I think he's really good. I think he's one of the.
We probably underrated him.
Really high tier, 4 stars.
He's definitely one of the more straightforward ones, but like the things that he has are all good. So
yeah, the MP especially is so good.
Yeah, but like compared to the other AoE DPS pretenders, I think he okay, to put in perspective, his damage is about the same as Baobhan's, and he does so much less.
Well, I mean,
I wouldn't say EX or anything, but he was placed in B+.
He's also a tier and a half.
Yeah, that's a big gap.
Yeah, and like the anti-lawful skilling with overcharge, right?
He can probably go up.
Looper.
I would say he should be an A tier for sure.
A for sure.
Yeah, maybe even a small conversation for A+, but A for sure.
Yeah. I think he's really good. Like the first time I saw his kit, I was genuinely kind of surprised. As a 4-star, he again, he feels like a 5-star arch looper. Like they're not the most exciting group of servants, but he definitely feels like one as a 4-star, which is and he has an anti-trait. So
Yeah,
he should be higher than Tlaloc, so yeah. Okay. We'll start with that, okay? So, small glow up, we'll see if more. Next, is it Santa Abbey followed into Phantasmoon?
Nope,
Oh, Summer first, right, okay. Before Christmas, we have summers, so we got Jufu.
Jufu, servant ID
Summer.
420.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Blaze it up. She was placed into A+. Another very solid 4-star, honestly. Very good. Good single target DPS. Again, anti-man. Just very, very good coverage there. The insta-kill is like whatever, unfortunately. That's like the one thing about her that's like, eh. But hey, at least we have
the instant death is like really good, actually. She's one of the
Really,
best
no?
like single target instant death servants out there. Because
Is
like
it high enough?
her rate, like I think it's higher than shit. I don't have the numbers on.
Well, 'cause she gets
yeah, she has. I was like,
120%
surely 80 is
bonus.
okay. I forgot she has this skill. Okay, yeah.
Yes.
True.
Yeah, it's I think it's higher than Summer Erice's. Not that she's ever considered for this.
But Shiki.
But like
200% should
Shiki,
be
right?
definitely top tier, like highest, or at least tied for the highest, if not the highest.
I think she instant kills on her own. I want to say it's 60% death chance enemies. She does 100. There should be a drop down on the NP that shows calculations for it.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
On top of that, like she supports the team really well. She is a servant that is like perfectly geared for multi-core. She doesn't really offer much in like damage buffs. She gives overcharge though, and like literally potentially 30 AoE. So
I kind of wish she did a little bit more to the allies besides just the second skill stuff. But yeah, she's definitely multi-core.
I mean, like
viable.
if you use her for instant death, she does actually give an attack buff to the team. I never really notice it because I usually use her for wave 3, but you know.
Yeah, and then she has party,
and then
party charge,
and then
tiny party charge, anti-man, and the burn, curse, poison. Technically,
if you pair with Lohi, you can hit all those.
You pair with Koi and Dark, you hit all.
Oh yeah.
Interesting.
60% at that point, it's pretty good. Even 40 is not bad. 20 is like, but 40, okay. 60, yeah. That's good. Very good. So, unfortunately for her, she doesn't really provide those herself unless you do Command Coach, which is still very viable. But if you compare combo her with some other servants, you can definitely get way more damage out of her. Yeah, I would probably keep her in A+ personally, honestly. I think she's really good.
Yeah.
Maybe not top tier, but really good.
So thank you, Chainsaw Man, because you fight with a chainsaw. There,
True.
Chainsaw woman.
Chainsaw cutie.
Chainsaw lesbian.
Chainsaw cutie lesbian.
That sounds like a 70s horror movie that no one remembers.
Chainsaw lesbian.
Yeah. Some like C tier slasher or something. Oh yeah. Yeah, we'll keep it in
garbage.
No, they would have made her kill people with scissors. Let's be honest.
Oh, I see what you did there. Wow.
How is Abigail actually this high? Hold on, because I think.
All right. Well, that's a good segue because our next topic is let me write it down. Abigail Santa. She was placed indeed into B last year, seemingly.
No.
Huh. Interesting.
This thing's a piece of garbage. I think actually like the worst welfare.
I would say worst, but
basically, like I think I can find more use cases for Irisfield than this piece of garbage.
Nah, I think she's better than Irisfield for sure.
She's like an offensive crit buffer, and like it's like shitty balanced go, you know. Like I'd say she's more valuable for sure.
Yeah, this is definitely better than Irisfield. I don't think it's even close.
2 of her skills are selfish. The other's a 20% charge
it's to help her
with an overcharge.
Yeah,
well,
you know,
it's like the Miyu thing all over again.
Skill is also selfish, you know.
Yeah, I will say one of the bigger reasons that I feel like that's probably partially me why she's ranked there, because I felt like we didn't have a free option that can do this kind of support other than I guess like Anderson, right? Like if you want to do a full free to play run, you don't really have a lot of like support MPs that can do all this. I think like if we're not against Divine, she is a better support than Martha. But then we got Flora. I think Flora sort of serves a
Yeah.
lot of the stuff that I appreciate about this character, but in a better way, but also as a welfare. So me personally, I would definitely dock points from her. But then again, Flora is not the most accessible welfare out there, right? She's in
Not
fact
right
the
Yeah,
now.
by
least.
Yeah,
the
I
time
still think it's a
by the
valid
time you get
comment though.
It's the sad thing about Florida. That's the sad thing about Flora. She's usable as soon as there's not really a reason to use her anymore.
No. I'd probably move her
Yeah,
down, honestly. I don't think she's terrible, but again, we have way more options, and yeah. I'd probably just C plus. I don't think she's like Ranmaru tier. Just move her down like there.
Yeah, C+.
Small shift. Like not a terrible servant, but
Yeah.
kind of hard
The
to find
chosen
use
is
cases
pretty
over some
cool.
others.
Like her NP genuinely is pretty solid. Again,
Yeah, it's not
boosts
bad
people's
for free
gains,
rush.
boosts
Yeah, it's
people's
alright.
crit,
Mm.
and it delays stuff. It's like I feel like I completely understand why people think she sucks because she just feels very unintuitive at a glance. But like
And like if you
all of the
have
things she does are pretty good.
an SSR version of a similar support, you would never use her, right? That's just the problem with these characters.
Yeah, she will be.
Um,
You will grow out of her very fast. That's the thing.
Yeah, I was if like again like Flora is still even usable. I would say without like even with your SSR servant sometimes because she can give you a lot of
Mhm.
attack. This well the event's gone, but like the most recent CQ she was used a bunch as well because she can give guts on top of a bunch of like offensive buffs because Gilgamesh kind of force wipes her front line. So anyways, it's beyond the point, but yeah, Abby's kind of a character you grow out of, like Myst says.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Which is
there's
Not
just so many
hopeless,
crit
though.
supports these days.
Yeah, it's kind of
yeah.
bloated.
If she was released like man, if she was released like 3 years earlier or something, people probably would get a lot more excited.
Mhm.
But
All right, 2 pretenders to go until we get to the new servants, I believe. So from not the same event, but back-to-back Christmas events, I guess. So technically different, but same year Christmas. Phantasmoon, she was placed into EX. Very versatile though. Like
Speaking of Team 30 Chargers,
true, she was mentioned briefly earlier because of that. Yeah, just pretty overloaded for a single target DPS / farmer. There's a lot of lines on her, kid. Like, look at this third skill alone. Like, huh? That's pretty crazy. And let's like
Yeah.
we're looking at the MP as well. Like, okay, well, this is one stacked servant though. Huh?
yeah, really good. Still one of the best single target farmers in the game.
Yeah. And just like a DPS with just like a casually like stack this or just slap a party 30 there.
Yeah. Just like her self buffs don't feel diminished. Like numbers are maybe a little bit smaller, like 20% only for the MP damage, right? But like it doesn't really feel that diminished despite all of them.
But it's AoE, so it's totally fair, yeah.
Yeah. So really strong, overcharge, synergy, good battery numbers. Yeah, I don't know. Just solid
Really
and again,
stacked.
party charge is much more rare in single targets. We have gotten a couple of really good ones last year.
And it's great when the
like,
DPS can do it as well.
Yeah. Like the SSR Liz, she is pretty good, but she still doesn't have party 20. She has a lot more self-charge, but so it's a lot harder to shake her sort of position as of now, in my opinion, unless they start spamming a bunch of single target multi-core farmers as party charge, which would kind of suck, but also why not? But yeah, as of now, I think she's definitely top tier. There's no question about it.
Yeah. Maybe in the future, depending on where how many other similar servants we get and or busted supports, there could be A+ potential, but I think as is, she's just EX. Just super stacked, super good. Yeah.
I don't know who they released that, especially in the.
It is a scary thought.
That does what she does.
There you go. Still really, really solid. Right, then the final old servant from last year's TOS, and I checked this should be the last one. Okay, we got not Dantes anymore, but the Dante. Dante, let's talk about Dante, Mr. Alighieri. Dante. I love the Limbus memes. I don't even play the game, like I played a few times myself, but it's funny. Right, he was placed into A+. So, hey, you wanted more AoE arts? We got it. But now, at least it's a Pretender instead of Avenger. That's cool. Dante is pretty cool. He's a bit gimmicky here and there. But luckily, the things that you want to work, you can basically guarantee to work. That's cool.
So much text.
Yeah, it's a lot. Like it's a bit misleading because he doesn't always get everything, of course. But yeah, there's a lot of text on his skills. It's really cool too.
Technically, he got a support, right? Doesn't Flora gives Heaven Field?
Yeah, technically he has better skill. His skill 2 kind of got buffed because of
Flora
Flora.
can set both. So
Yeah. It's not necessarily a good pairing, but you know, it's funny. My question is he that much better than Cagliostro? Okay, that's a stupid question.
Well, Caglio,
I think he's better than Cagliostro. I still don't like how his third skill operates because once again, I think it's just a limited version of like Vargas skill, but like.
Yeah, I mean,
it obviously depends on the encounter how much you get out of this, because sometimes it might just be a pretty basic battery skill.
Yeah, you can pop 3 at the same time. Sometimes I have run into situations where the debuff resistance actually is kind of annoying. You know, some fights that have like a low chance charm, like they bounce it.
Yeah,
up,
against
like,
low chance hard CC, it can be actually annoying.
Yeah, every now and then I'm gonna annoy you, and then with Dante's like I'm gonna annoy you every turn. But it's usually not that big of an issue. You have Castoria, I guess. Now Tiamat actually can kind of offset this as well. So yeah, he's okay. I don't know. And I do believe his looping damage is pretty solid. I think because the ramps is like okay compared to Berserkers, it's like still pretty okay. So
Oh, I forgot he has the Drain on NP. It's really
yeah,
good.
he has Drain.
Yeah, so it's like very similar to Marie Alter in that sense. Yeah. Also curses.
Sky around the earth.
Like, yeah, she can choose. So yeah, okay. I guess.
And considering he's also Pretender, I think he has a lot of coverage actually.
Yeah, but I kind of want to move him back down to A just because we move so many things now.
I mean, honestly, looking at the others in A+ right now, and yeah, I think he could probably be in A.
I think he should go down to A.
Yeah.
Like he's good.
Yeah, yeah. I agree. Let's do it. Okay. Dante.
Also, it is funny. I will comment because, like, you look at this kid, you're like, oh, well, obviously you want Heaven for the arts up because why do you want?
Yeah, some of these are a bit mismatched, right? Yeah.
The MP damage actually just is better because the art supports don't give MP damage, and so but they do give art. So like getting the different buff, you know, it's better for farming.
And also, I prefer the healing to be on the Buster one as well.
Remember, when you're farming, you go to hell before you die.
Okay.
Unless you go to heaven before you die.
True. You can choose.
Make a
Auto
full
plushie.
round.
Do you guys know what I was?
Yeah, Super Mario. I know.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
I just wanted to make sure you understood because you started.
What's his
I
name?
don't know.
Guy that played Mario, right?
Yeah,
Captain
Super
Lou,
Mario.
was it?
It's one of my favorite things. Remember, kids, if you do drugs, you go to hell before you die. It's so funny.
There you go.
That is a
good life lessons. Alright. But I guess with that we have now concluded the placement of all the old servants, but this is still going to take a while because we have 5 new servants to discuss. So we're going to do full kit coverage for those, and I believe the first one is Typhon, right? Because I think she barely missed last year. Okay. So we're going to start with that. Let's see. One of the 2 new pretenders to this year's list. Let's see. We got Typhon. 12.8k attack on an AoE Buster not Berserker. Well, with the attack you would think so. Yeah, very high. In fact, this has to be the highest pretender, right, for attack? Surely. Because that is really, really high. But yeah.
4th highest attack in the game.
Yeah, so it has to be the
tied-
highest pretender.
I think it's tied with like KP and Bazette.
Oh, but yeah, different classes. But yeah, fair enough. Yeah, so attack stat-wise, very good. She's also full red on her kit, including the MP and the cards. Her gains cards are also, well, the 2 that she has, they're good. But again, there's only 2 of them, so take it how you will. But yeah, full red. So interesting damage potential with some supports. Skills, we got the first skill on a 6-turn cooldown. She herself gets an invul for 2 hits, 3 turns. 20% attack for 3 turns and 20% buster for 3 turns. So it's all selfish on this one. I don't think it's that awkward because the invul has longevity, so you can most likely just pop it turn 1 and not really worry about it. So it's alright. Just kind of basic, but it works. Second skill on a 7-turn cooldown, targetable skill. One ally gets overcharge boosted for 2 steps, 1 time 3 turns. -1 cooldowns on the target. 30% crit damage as well for 3 turns, and 15 stars on use. So an interesting little supportive skill, but if you're going to bring her, you're probably going to use it on herself, right? Especially because some of her cooldowns like this is a bit high. But you do have the option of targeting, so there's that. Cool, I guess. Third skill on a 6-turn cooldown, she gets a 30% battery. The whole party, including herself, gets a 20% battery, so it's a 50 for her. So it's basically the Taiko bow battery, as I guess we discussed earlier. The full party gets 20% attack for 3 turns, and then everyone gets a 500 curse for 3 turns AoE. So it's a small little demerit, and you can resist it because it's 500% chance, which for her at least is a good thing. So you'll see that later. Skill set is not the most stacked skill set. Even some of the 4-stars we just covered recently before this had more lines, but you know, she's got like all kinds of things that are good. So I don't really hate the skill set by any means. Passive, she gets 5% gauge per turn. Always cool. Maybe not super relevant in farming unless there's something that utilizes, but I want to say not that much. But for bosses, it's cool to have.
Yeah, if you're doing double Summer Nobu, obviously.
Oh yeah, of course, true. Or if you run her with Gorgon, because she has like, what, 15% party gauge on her MP? Okay.
Oh my god, you're so
True.
right.
Anyway, she also gets
That's
10...
it. I've heard enough. We gotta move Gorgon up.
True, Typhon support. Alright, 10% MP damage and crit damage. That is a great passive. Just permanent. Very nice. She's got permanent 30% buff removal resistance. Sadly, not very unreliable, but it's there. But hey, she has a 30% minus debuff res. And this works with the MP, right?
But
This works with her MP, right? This debuff res down on the passive?
yeah.
Yeah, so honestly, you might think it's a demerit, but it's honestly a positive. So there you go. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Wait, chat seems to think they don't think so. Does anyone know actually? I don't use her that much. Does this actually
What do you
work?
mean?
Does this count?
Oh, no. It doesn't count as a debuff, but it works with the MP in the sense that it
Oh.
makes debuffing her easier.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. So sadly not a booster.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
it can still be arguably a positive, so yay. Okay, she's anti-ruler, which is just a neutral case, and it's a rare enemy, so kind of a bad append, unfortunately. Her MP
But
then.
at least she's neutral against them, so it's not.
Yeah, it
I
could
mean,
be
it's better
worse, I
than like
guess.
most all of the other. It's probably one of the best anti-ruler appends, frankly.
Yeah, of all the ruler
all of
ones,
the
I
other
guess.
ones.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, because like Europa, for example, is doing half damage.
Yeah, true.
So it's like.
All right, so the MP, she ignores invul for 1 turn before anything, does damage to enemies, which is also her interesting damage buff for it. So every debuff on her, active debuff, is 10% extra damage, stacking up to 10 times. She does a 1k burn on enemies for 5 turns, and a burn amplifier for 100% for 5 turns. And she gets 10% MP damage for 1 turn on the base overcharge before damage, scaling up to 50. So it's not a ramp up, but can help a bit. So yeah, this is an interesting little gimmick. Debuffs equals damage, and you better hope they're not debuffs that actually nerf your damage as well, otherwise it's kind of awkward. But yeah, stuff like dots, debuff res down. Someone just requested Rock and Roll McDonald's. Excuse me while I'll tap to skip the song. Please do not request Rock and Roll McDonald's. Okay, there we go. Back to Typhon. I'll be the first to admit I don't really ever use her, so I'm not an expert at this servant. I assume Plushy probably has the most to say, because you probably have the biggest copy and the most use, so go wild.
Yeah, I do have her 120. So, I mean, She was known to be one of the BG Black Rail Loopers with double Oberon
Yeah.
before the new plug came out. So that was something unique to her until the start of this year. So that kind of is lost. Um, self-inflicting uh debuffs isn't as easy. Her Bond C helps a lot with that. And you can use the Van Gogh command code, but there's only one command code. Um, she has
Oh, wow. This
interestingly
is
a
really
lot
good,
of
actually. Yeah, wow. So on Grand Battle, she must
yeah,
be absolutely insane.
yeah,
Wow.
and the Grand EX2 Grand score is basically built around her gimmick, which is
Mm.
the more debuffs there on it's like both on yourself and on the enemy side, I believe. They counts both, but there's a self debuff element to it, so it works with her. And of course, the most recently released, and we'll talk about later, John Lackland has a
Mm.
lot of self debuffing gimmicks, and it can
Well,
reverse. But
so it's really funny because you hear that like, oh, he was supposed to come out before Typhon,
yeah,
and
he was
Typhon
supposed to
only
come
came
over.
out.
Mm.
Typhon only was released as a servant because of the strange fake collab and him saying, "Oh, you should release," pushing for them to release Typhon. Like it makes more sense the
That they
kit
have
with the
synergy.
curses that they
Yeah.
have such the synergy that they do.
Yeah.
It's very funny, but it would have been a lot better if they released the same year back to back. But
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, I will also say though, if they release it the same year back to back, maybe her like uh Black Rail looping feat wouldn't be considered to be that impressive. But yeah, I think she's really good. Yeah, her MP also has like Invul Pierce, right? It's
Mm.
she is one of the top DPSs in the game, I believe. Just because the sheer amount of damage she can do, and
Yep.
obviously against certain bosses, she kind of just goes crazy. Like the full gauge comma, whenever you hit comma, you get 4 debuffs or something, and then you just max out on the super effective really quickly. So yeah, I think she's really, really, really strong.
Mm.
But if
Yep.
before like Solomon or whatever, I would easily plan her in EX. I would still probably put her in EX, but I think it's
Okay.
not as strong as an argument, like compared to had we reviewed her last year. But I still think
Mm.
she's really good.
So I
I
guess
think
the
A
question
plus.
is
Like
A plus or EX, yeah.
I mean, I think
she's definitely like
she's a decently bit better than Mao Nobu, though. No, am I crazy? Maybe I'm crazy. I don't know.
Maybe not
as
actually
far as
crazy. Mm.
I think she's one of the
yeah.
strongest AOE's in the game. That's just me though.
Yeah.
Because like I'm
I
I don't
could
know.
because
Her cooldowns are short
I
too
agree.
because
yeah, because I kind of want to keep
Like
Mao in A plus, and I kind of could see her in EX, honestly.
yeah, just
Mm.
the shit that she does and like her super good damage potential, even when she's not getting super effective, she still has some of the better damage out of
And the
like
attack is
the
insanely high.
Omni class types. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Okay.
pulled up the list, and yeah, it's actually a four-way tie for attack for Durga, KP, Bazette, and her. They all have the same attack stats.
I guess this is now the
yeah.
attack cap because they don't want to do Jaldur again. So this is as high as it gets, basically.
Oh no, there's 3 servants with higher attack. Lohi is 1
Oh,
attack
so they
higher.
weren't tied for 2. Are they tied for 3 or
And then
4?
Ibuki is higher. Ibuki
Uh,
Berserker and Kama is higher as well. So they're tied for
mm.
5th place,
Oh
but there's
wow.
a 4-way tie.
I mean, still crazy high despite that. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, she's
I just
also
think she's
Dolman
just really,
synergy, I
really
guess.
good.
Yeah. Chaotic evil.
Yeah, she is just really, really good as a DPS. Like not even necessarily like farming. Obviously, she has a lot of like highlights because of the Taikobo battery. The BG
Mm.
thing's not unique anymore. That's the main like docking point part. She also has cooldown reduction by 1. Sometimes it could be useful. Yeah, maybe.
Mm.
Depends. But yeah, I don't know. I firmly believe she's still like
I'll do it. I'll
S
do
tier.
it. We'll again see
See,
how.
I don't
because
feel
I'll
like
do
it's
it.
that
Yeah.
crazy to say
Yeah.
EX, really.
Yeah. It's fine.
Yeah, she's one of the strongest DPSs.
Mm.
yeah, especially like pretenders. Like if you're just looking at pretender, like she is like I think pretender DPS get a lot of black that alter egos don't for some reason. And I think that's probably just because alter egos came first,
Mm.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. We'll see. Okay, cool. That's the first new. It's a good start, I guess. Next up would be, well, I guess, yeah, it's pretty obvious. It's it's these two, and then here, and then back here, right? Yeah, I think that's how it is. Okay.
Yeah, it's time for
Time
Todo
for the
Heisuke.
greatest servant
Oh my
release.
God, bro.
We're gonna talk about Todo Heisuke. With the Shinsengumi event, we got new Shinsengumi members. Some a bit better than others, I suppose. But yeah, we're gonna talk about Todo next on the 4-star Avenger side. So full kit coverage still. Okay. So he's a single target quick, I guess, sacrificial DPS. Think like Sojuro, but yeah, you'll see. All right, 9.2 kit tag. Let's see, how does this fare among his peers? It puts him definitely quite a little bit below average among 4-star Avengers. So not a great start. He's double buster, double quick. It's an okay deck. His gains, they're okay.
Not to interrupt, it is the lowest among 4-star Avengers, by the way. And
okay.
not and by a pretty decent amount.
Ooh.
He's like 400 less than the next person.
Ooh, that's unfortunate. Anyway, his deck is fine. His deck gains are okay, but nothing great. So, so far, not too convincing. Surely it gets better. Alright, first skill on a 6-turn cooldown. He gets a taunt for 3 turns. Then the whole party gets 30%
Honestly, his
MP
gains are
gain.
pretty solid.
I guess this
not
skill
that it really
definitely
matters.
helps a lot, yeah. 30%
It's
party
like,
MP gain.
It's what, 0.63 on a 4-hit arts? Like, it's pretty decent. It's just, yeah. I'm not gonna, yeah.
Yeah, the arts card at least is really good, actually, true. That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was double quick, double arts.
Yeah, unfortunately not, yeah.
It's because he's bluish, I guess. That's probably why I thought that.
But yeah, party 30% MP gain for 3 turns, party 30% crit damage for 3 turns. It's alright, I guess, you know, if you want a big taunt for him. Because, you know, I guess he also wants to go, if you know what I mean. Second skill, 6-turn cooldown. He gets 30% quick for 3 turns, 50% MP gain on damage taken for 3 turns. So I guess that combo's okay with the taunt as usual. And then he gets a 3-hit, 3-turn evasion, which also combos okay with the taunt. So at least for 1 turn, you should be bing chilling. Not sure how he'll fare after that though. Third skill, 6-turn cooldown. He gets 20% MP damage for 3 turns, 20% attack for 3 turns, and 30% battery. So you can get to his lovely MP faster. It's an okay DPS skill otherwise, though. It's very basic, but it's fine. For a 4-star, it's fine. Not the greatest skill set I've ever seen, but, you know, it's passable, I guess. I don't think the skill set is his biggest problem. It's got the Avenger passives, 16% increased MP gain on damage taken. I guess also combos okay with the taunt. Party members get 6% increased debuff or debuff resistance down, excluding him. 2% crit damage, wow. Thanks, great. 15% debuff res can be okay with taunt as well, a bit more value I suppose for single target debuffs. He's anti-saber, which at least it's a common class. He's mostly hitting neutral anyway, so sure, it's okay. And then the MP does damage to one enemy, 150% anti-lawful super effective damage flat, minus 20% defense down for the target for 3 turns after damage. Also, before damage, he gets 10% quick for 1 turn. Base overcharge, scaling up to 50, no ramp up. And then he dies. He sacrifices. He has no guts. So if you want him to live, you're going to have to provide one. And yeah, I mean, it's just straight up, why is this guy like this? Why he's just so much worse than Sojuro. And even Sojuro is not amazing. Like
I will say...
He does less damage than Sojuro.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
He does.
No, he doesn't. Tested it. No, he doesn't.
Really?
If you check the raw damage, you multiply Sojuro's numbers by 1.5. He does basically the exact same as Sojuro.
What? Okay,
which is not great.
Is
basically the exact same.
Lawful?
Okay, you're not like so
without trades,
lawful, but like I took
really?
them both into like the same node where they were neutral traits, and I was using their entities back to back.
It's a roll.
I know, but like that's bad for him.
Yes, I know. So he does slightly more damage than Sojuro actually for doing calculations. and he also has anti-traits. So
Okay.
here's the-
Damage aside, this guy has an identity crisis. I don't think you would ever bring him to anything. That's the problem.
Okay, so
Where would you use
I've always been a
him?
proponent
I
of Sojiro
think-
being overrated, so I'm not.
So I
breaking
actually
that.
kind of like him conceptually, but there's just mechanical issues, and he just doesn't do enough. I think that if he like had buff removal or some shit on his NP, then he'd be a lot more valuable because you can just have
He
him.
does something
or-
with his
or
Yeah, because
buff
now it's
block or
just
something.
suboptimal damage
Yeah,
and he's
'cause-
gone.
Because what you can do, you can have him lock down a few like the first few turns of a challenge quest, and then like he gets his NP, he has high overcharge because he gets hit a lot. Then he nukes a lawful enemy, he cycles out. Then you can have the next DPS do stuff. That makes a lot of sense, but it's just he doesn't really do much still. Like
Yeah. He's
one,
way
he's an
too.
Avenger,
He needs
so
more
he's
party
like-
effects on his skills. He has way too
Or
many
Yeah.
selfish things.
if they really because
And they're all damage. Where's the utility?
Survivability.
Mm.
Like he has no way to survive himself. I would have rather them not make his buffs 3 turn, just make them all 1 turn, and just make
That's
them
right.
much like bigger. Like
True.
I'm sorry,
honestly.
like give him.
Yeah, because he's not
50%
supposed to
quick
live his
up,
MP anyway.
and then like 35%
Yeah,
MP,
I don't know why
35%
his-
attack. Just like
I don't know why his NP is like 10% quick.
Dude,
Like,
there's so
I
much
don't know
of
why
his
they keep doing
there's
this.
so much of his identity is MP spam, and he can't spam it because he dies.
Yeah.
It's
'cause
actually
Yeah.
hilarious.
you have to sacrifice other supports to give him guts.
Yeah, then
And
you
then-
get then you get more value out of him, but
Well,
then it
see,
is also wrong on the idea of his kid anyway.
See, this is not. See, his real purpose is look at his first skill. He's an upgraded level 1 George for solos.
I guess.
I genuinely use him.
Oh,
that
no, I
way.
guess
Sometimes
that's
they'll
true.
say it's cheating, but you know.
Yeah, he
it's
would die
it's
easier,
30%
probably despite being a
gain, bro.
4-star because he doesn't get defense and he gives buffs.
Yeah,
he's
30%
just so
gains
bad.
and crits for 3 turns for a solo fodder. Man, I use this over like level 1. What's his face? No, what's his
Leonidas or
Odysseus.
George?
Odysseus.
Oh,
Well, I mean
okay.
Leonidas obviously,
Okay,
yeah, but yeah, I don't know. He
I think
I wouldn't say
he's
he's
the
completely
worst
worthless,
4-star
honestly,
from the
but-
past. I don't know how many years, but many.
but
Definitely
yes, he-
the worst 4-star since that other Shinsengumi slop, whatever his name was.
At least
Keisuke?
after
Keisuke?
Keisuke's buff, he's not terrible. He's not amazing
I still
either,
like
but his
Keisuke.
buff at least helped him.
yeah, this is just not great, unfortunately. I think like unless you're using
I
him,
like
it's
the
really
chat
great.
copy in the chat says, I forgot this guy existed when I made the template.
Oh my god.
That's hurt.
Dude, it's like the Guda Guda events have like they're either gonna make like pretty good characters or the worst garbage you've ever seen.
But okay,
Yeah.
the thing is like I don't think he's completely worthless, but he's pretty worthless.
Yeah.
So
I would do D tier, yeah. I don't think he's E.
I'm such a
D.
believer. I
Yeah.
believe that he has so much potential to be like a unique and like genuinely useful servant, but he just needs more. than
Yeah.
he has.
Like
Yeah,
a really
yeah.
good
Now,
buff could
doesn't
actually
do enough.
salvage him, yeah.
Yeah,
He
like
needs
if they
to
give
be
him
a
an
better-
NP buff and he had like a 3-time buff block on his NP, he would actually be like so good.
He would have a
like,
role at
it-
least
it-
for sure, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know those like
Okay,
after you die, but like you leave a very nasty like.
Because like he
effect.
needs a reason to take him over Sojiro. Because Sojiro
Is free.
you know, because is free.
He is
Also
attack free.
can like has a battery at least in some form. You know
This
that,
guy has
that
a battery.
that's
30
useful.
battery, right?
That's
Yeah.
like, that's
Crazy?
useful.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, a battery in some form that's useful. Like, because I don't think a 30 battery is saving this guy.
Well, yeah,
where-
but Sojiro is a conditional 50 battery, basically.
yeah, but
Well, I
once
mean,
you get
like,
him 50, he
I
doubles
mean,
it to 50.
you're still guaranteed this guy's NP. Like he gets attacked for 2 turns probably, and he's guaranteed to get his NP.
Yeah, I don't think the
'cause
MP
Avenger
getting to the
has-
MP is
but
the
thing
problem,
is, like,
yeah.
Sojiro, you can also use him
Well,
in a
I-
farming thing for a wave.
Yeah.
Look,
These
yeah,
guys
if,
are-
yeah,
if
I
you're
would never
against
use this
lawful
guy.
and you have him at MP5 because you really like you have he's with Genzai, right? He's rated up with Genzai.
Isn't it was it both
I have so
Kawakami and
many-
Kondo?
It should
I
be
have
both.
so
It
many
usually
copies
is
of
both.
this guy.
Okay, then
yes. Because someone has 120 Kawakami, who once again I think is better than you guys think. But anyway, that's for another day.
I like that we
But-
somehow find a way to always include that in every list after that assassin one.
But
I'm offended
here's,
still.
True.
But here's the thing: when our argument is like, oh, he could be really solid if he gets a buff, and he's like a servant from 6 months ago.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
that
bro,
is a severe
pretty
issue.
fucking horrible.
Yeah, so good luck,
horrible
Todo, I
argument.
guess.
It just goes to show that Fate Grand Order power creep's not a concern because they are willing to release garbage at any time.
I mean, once again, like I feel like FGO, in terms of gameplay, a lot of times, like unless you're talking about the top 20s, the power creep you don't really feel it because you can kind of like most servants are usable, you know. But I don't know. So.
Well, there you go. Unfortunately, not just from the new additions to this list, but even accounting all the existing ones to these two classes, he's sadly the worst. But hey, maybe someday he'll be usable. Okay.
You just put him in E just for funny.
Nah,
like, just have him
I
at the very
can't.
bottom.
No.
All right, let's
Especially
move
if
on
we
because
look at, like,
hey,
other
the
E's,
next
these more
one though.
useful.
The next one though, that's an interesting contrast among 4 stars. They are different classes, but still they are back to back on this tier list as 4 stars. List of the End. Wow, like Halloween last year was a pretty good time for Liz fans, needless to say. We got a very solid 5-star, and yeah, I think very solid would honestly maybe even be underselling this 4-star. Also, the welfare. Kinda crazy. Alright, let's talk about Liz of the End. So, we have an AoE buster DPS, but honestly, she's definitely mostly like a support, despite having a damaging MP. I'll still cover the stats and everything though. So her attack at 9.8k is just below average among 4-star pretenders, but again, you're not really worried about that in this case, so it's fine. She's
She's
full
an
red as
Avenger.
well.
She's not a pretender.
Oh, did I say? Oh, I actually looked at the correct number. I probably just misspoke. Yeah, still applied. Okay, my bad. I said the wrong class maybe. But okay.
I mean, I do have her at 120, so I care, but I think most people don't.
Yeah, true. You would actually
I
DPS
mean-
with her too. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, rarely. I still.
Oh wait, yeah, they are the same class. Yeah, you're right. I'm actually my brain. I was looking at the correct like numbers sheet, but I was like, I said the wrong class. Yeah, I'm stupid. Okay. Anyway, full red. Yay. She is kind of red on her design too, mostly white, but also red because Liz. Her gains cards, they're good. There's only 2 of them, but they are good. There you go. Her skill. Here's where it gets fun. The skill set. 6-turn cooldown. She gets 30% battery. Full party. 10% gauge per turn for 3 turns. 10 stars for 3 turns. And I believe this is applied to every party member, right? So you get, what, 30 stars per turn?
Yeah, it's 30 stars.
That's
for
pretty chill from a
Well-
welfare. Like, okay.
It's really 20 stars per turn.
Well, I
this
guess,
is
yeah.
nice.
They're
At
all-
least once you get 30, but yeah, okay. True. It's still, I mean, 20 is still really good, though. Let's be real. So, yeah.
yeah.
That's kind of, one could say over 2, but yeah, let's keep going. Second skill, 6-turn cooldown. Party, 20% attack, crit damage, 3 turns. And if you have a Halloween battlefield, another 30% crit damage. That's not super relevant. And is Caster Liz the only one that does this? I forgot.
Yeah.
Okay, and
Yeah.
can this exist? This can pre-exist, I think, but it's like really rare. Like it's almost basically just Halloween events that can have it, maybe.
Yeah.
So this one you can kind of mostly ignore this slide. Also 30 stars on you, so you get a lot of stars per turn, but you also have a good head start with this one. You can immediately start doing some crits. Cool. And then the third skill. This is a good one. 6-turn cooldown. Targeted skill. Ally gets 50% buster for 3 turns, 50 crit for 3 turns, 5k absorb for 3 turns. So this can even work with berserkers and avengers. Anything can get stars from this. She may sets her HP to 1 as a demerit and gets this self-immolation for 3 turns, which is a special HP down that can also happen when all the enemies are defeated. Meaning, if you use everything in turn 1, you clear the enemies, she would still die before the next wave begins, which is really good because it's a free swap and she already used all her stuff anyway. Like, this skill set is pretty crazy. It is pretty... Okay, before we even discuss it better, I should cover the rest of hers first, but man, yeah, the skill set is pretty freaking nuts on a welfare too. But okay, passives. 12% crit damage for her. Again, most people won't use her as a DPS, but if you do, hey, it's a good chunk. 3.8% gauge per turn, sure, can help if you are DPSing with her. So that's it. Just she doesn't even have the full Avenger passives. I just realized that. So okay, there you go. She's anti-Lancer on the append. Oh, what was that?
Who needs him?
Yeah, true. Not her.
Jufu, actually. Jufu doesn't have all the passives. She doesn't have the region passive because she has the other region. Sorry.
Good tidbit though. She's anti-Lancer, which again, if you want a DPS, it is a common class on a class that mostly does neutral damage, so it's fine, and you get it for free because she's welfare anyway. MP, damage AoE, removes offensive buffs from enemies, so a bit of utility there. Does 1k burn and curse on them for 3 turns, and then she herself gets 10% buster up on base overcharge for 3 turns, scaling up to 30, so a bit of ramp up if you go the damage route. But yeah, it's really all about the supporting for most people. Like, what a crazy skill set. Oh yeah, true, let's do that too. So yeah, she gets this on-death activation thing, which gives party 30% gauge. Ugh, except for herself, which doesn't even...
better,
wow.
What's it called? Merciless one.
Yeah. Like, this is an insane skill set. I can't believe this is a welfare. Like, what is this?
Yeah, her buff numbers are SSR level.
And then it's a free exit on top.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
Like, if we're talking about, like, min turning, she is... Like, she, like, changes how... like, teams are being...
Yeah, because the flow goes completely different. Because, like, here's the thing, is Koyan only gives, when you really look at Koyan, what does Koyan give? Only 50% bust drop. Everything else is like on you being able to double your skills.
Yeah, that has always.
And then you can generate stars with buster cards. That too.
Yeah, with this, like adding just the attack in makes her give you actually more damage. She gives you more damage than Koyan
because you still get the 50 buster.
And the thing is, you can, if you still need the cooldown, you can just have Koyan coming after her.
Yeah, they still combo well anyway.
As well, so it's arguably better because that means you can use it for all your cards, unless you're like specifically only using. Your
it is just 50%. It's 70% crit, but for like every card, like it's
70% generic crit. And she came in at a time where because of Ben 5, single Koyan, at least for boss fight, would. I mean, you can use her for farming. Like, I believe there's some people that use her for like kind of like a, because like sometimes you just need 20 extra charge. It's 10 per turn, right? So
So on turn 3 you get 20.
Yeah. But like mostly probably for boss fights or whatever. Honestly, you can use it for anything. But like coming in at a time when single Koyan is a lot more viable than it ever has been. It's
Koyan
very
single?
easy to.
Ayo.
Yeah.
So one of the funny things is when you're looking at buster units. So if you're using like a buster unit, if you look at like, for example, the current, like the challenge quest, the 2 most used units, especially like if you're like trying to like cut down on supports, are Omi and Liz, like the 4 stars. Like you can legitimately, that's kind of all you need if you have like a good DPS, like for these challenge quests nowadays, is like the 2 4 stars, because they give you charge, because that's in 30% charge regenerating. You get arts, buster up. You start with charge. You got stars. I
would obviously still recommend owning Koyan yourself. But...
Oh yeah, for sure. Still it's like Oberon. Like we have Omi, but you still want to own an Oberon anyway. It's like the same thing again.
Yeah. And like the cooldown reduction is still unique, right? But like Buster is in a very good spot right now, especially with the powerful lower star supports, which is I think really cool. But yeah, Liz of the End, absolute. Oh, sorry, I think you haven't finished talking, right?
No, I did finish covering that. We were already discussing already. I mean, it's the most no-brainer of the 4 stars to be EX, if anything.
Yeah, just like honestly, literally meta.
Yeah.
And again, she's a welfare. It's free. Like crazy.
I'm really happy that she's a welfare, honestly. So everybody can have this. I think I had a like a not really free to play account. I think I took over somebody's account and they didn't really have a lot of supports, and I just used Liz of the End as like the main support for the buster units. And
it's funny because like in all of this, she's still usable as like a pretty solid like DPS.
Yeah, there are.
You have to
Essentially.
work around like her demerit, but it's like okay, you can
You can
remove
just
the
cleanse it,
debuff, you can
or
heal,
Yeah,
taunts. And there's a lot of workarounds for it. This
yeah.
is like how you design an amazing support.
You can even cleanse her if you want to.
Yeah, you can tell
You
like.
can
Oh yeah, go ahead.
cleanse the self drain so she doesn't die if you want to. And finally, a self sacrifice support that generates stars that buffs Buster. She is a perfect fit with Paladin if you want to
Yeah.
loop with the Mash Paladin. So yet another like free to play duo combo that you can sort of have fun with. But yeah,
Like
that's about it. I mean,
I want to say like
that I
she
want.
and Flora are good examples of like you really tell
Oh
they
yeah.
sometimes they absolutely do not hold back at all when it comes to welfares.
Yeah. And this one shouldn't be locked. Well, she isn't locked behind story progression, I don't think.
Don't
So
think so.
she definitely should be added to the evocation shop. I hope as soon as possible
Oh
because
yeah, hopefully.
yeah, really solid servant that will help
I
everyone,
like
not just
the
new players or
just
whatever.
the aliases being just like all out there, just to confuse anyone who clicks on her profile and looks at the
Yeah.
alternate names, because you're like, wait a minute, what?
True.
But yeah, no, good unit.
All right. Well, that's a good way to
top
wrap
tier.
up the 4 stars. Like, wow, what a crazy servant. But we still have 2 more 5 stars to cover. Okay, and they're both actually they're not sussy both, but we're gonna start with the sussy one in
welfare again.
Mr. Solomon. Yeah, true welfare. Actually, the first. Well,
Yeah.
I guess if you count Mashu, but kind of the first ever 5-star
No, Mash
welfare.
is the first and only 3-star welfare.
True.
Get it right.
That is true.
No, that's Saber Lily.
But yeah, we're gonna talk
Yeah,
about
that's
the big guy himself. Let's go. So AOE Buster, a foreigner, not foreigner, two extra classes. Okay, Pretender. There you go. God, attack at 11.4k puts him slightly below average among Pretenders. Not that the pool is great to anyway, but it's totally adequate. I don't think he's gonna be lacking on damage for the most part anyway. He's double Buster, double arts on his normal deck, and his gains cards are pretty ridiculous, huh? Yeah, those arts cards, like, okay, cool. Like 3%ers. Wow. Very good. And there's 2. I don't know why there's 2, but there are 2. So there you go. Pretty ridiculous. Okay. All right, skill set. Lots of fun stuff here. First skill 7-turn cooldown, he gets a 100% gauge, so you don't even need an append if you want to MP turn 1. You get it for free anyway, though, but yeah, just a casual 100%.
At the skill names? That's a funny name. He's a little
Bag
bag
of
of
imagination.
Yeah, true. Shout out to Bags.
He's got like a little sack he's got on his hip at all times.
It seems to be a pretty powerful sack too. But yeah, 100% gauge, he gets 2k, or the whole party gets 2k healing per turn for 3 turns, 10 stars per turn for 3 turns, and again, it's like Liz of the End, so what do you know, 30 stars per turn. I guess they were really in the mood for this one. So cool, that's a lot. And he doesn't even plan on dying after 1 turn usually, so you probably will get 30 stars per turn for 3 turns, minimum. 30% party crit damage as well for 3 turns. So wow, that is a pretty impressive bag. That is a very solid skill.
Yeah, especially looking at Faker's battery skill. It's okay, 20% more charge, but you don't get HP regen, you don't get stars per turn, you don't get crit, and none of those are team effects anyway.
Yeah.
Like she does nothing with the team. Yeah.
That's a great start. Skill 2, we have another 7-turn cooldown. The full party gets overcharged for 1 step, 1 time, 3 turns. 50% MP damage for 3 turns, like just on a skill press. Universal 50% MP damage. No, okay, yeah, sure. 50% or 30% debuff rest for 3 turns, and then he has this really funny mechanic, this MP refund buff for 3 turns. Whenever caster allies use MPs, he gets bonus refund depending on how much they spend on their MPs. I believe that's how it works. Yeah, so it's anywhere between 30 to 50%. 50 is the maximum on it, I believe, but 30 is like when you use 100% gauge, right? That's how it works. So if you happen to have more, you can get up to 50. I think at 160.
So it's the refund rate. Wouldn't it be like if you have 200% and you do it, he gets 100%.
I think it caps though. I think
it says 30 to 50. So I guess with 200%, you get 100%. Is that how it works?
Oh no, 50%. It will grant 50%. So you'll get half of it.
It says right
you get
there.
half of it.
The maximum possible refund would be 300%. 300% NP is at 50% refund. So no, it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
You get 150 if you use 200% NP. Yeah. You get 50% of what they use.
You get 50% of what was spent.
Yeah.
Now,
you get half of what was spent. Yeah.
How often is that going to happen?
Well, maybe not often, but it's kind of cute, I guess. Yeah.
I mean, you can use them with Merlin. Like if you use them with Merlin,
there is some room for bonus gauge there because of Merlin. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there you go. Honestly, it's not nothing. It's a cool thing for sure. Like actually, he gets a lot more MPs with caster supports. So yeah,
you gotta remind you he's the Grandcaster. You know?
True, and just a 50% MP damage alone AOE is pretty freaking insane, especially from.
Well, I know he was released at the same time as the raid, but that's a spoiler, bro.
Dude, the fact that he's a pretender spoiler. Anyways, I'm not gonna.
Alright, continuing the kit coverage on a 6-turn cooldown. The third skill, he gets 30% Arts and Buster for 3 turns, and then he gets anti-7 Knight class power mod and defense for 3 turns, 30% each. So all the normal classes, he does 30% more damage and receives 30% defense against them.
As a pretender?
Yeah, obviously against Knights, it's pretty crazy, but it can even give him a little bit of application against Knight or Cavalry. It won't be amazing per se because the disadvantage is still bigger, but it's a thing. It's a lot of coverage, that's for sure. And it also includes Berserker, which is really good.
It makes him kind of like a full class advantage against
semi, yeah.
Yeah, semi.
Yeah, it's close on the cavalry or the knights.
Then you get the extra. Yeah, it's just man. Why?
So yeah, that's a well-fair skill set. Pretty crazy. Okay, let's keep going. 4% arts up permanently. If you want those arts cards to be even better, I guess. Sure, it's something. 10% star gen. Not bad, can help a little bit, if he doesn't already generate enough stars, that is. He has 2% crit damage, 2% instant kill res, and 2% mental debuff res, which is not much, I guess. And then, this is a funny line, a specific line that allows him to make use of a specific bonus seed that applies to him, which is this one, because it gives like a bonus to, I like that they specifically changed the wording. It's 7 Knight classes, chaotic, or if you are Solomon. So there you go, this passive makes it work on him. I like that they just added on the passive. Hey, now you have more ways to bond him up. Okay, cool, enjoy. Such a cute line, because he has to be the guy. Okay. Anyway, he has a useless passive as well. So there it is. I'm not going to say it because some people are going to make fun about it and clip it out of context, but it's the end summon, okay? There you go. It does nothing.
That's actually
when you say it like that, it sounds worse.
Dude, that's actually such a big spoiler to who he is, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, I assume everyone already kind of knows, but yeah, okay.
Yeah, don't scroll back up, but it has an even more spoiler just in the name.
Yeah. It's
I don't know why that's not filtered.
You know, Plushie, there's a lot of times where something is a big spoiler, and if you don't call attention to it, no one fucking knows, okay?
Yeah.
Oh, look.
It's fine. Let's just keep going. Anyway, he's anti-caster, which, again, not the best thing, but at least the third skill helps a little bit with that one, so sure, I guess. And it's free because he's welfare. Okay.
So with anti-caster and the third skill, what is his damage versus casters?
Is it around neutral then? Or better?
I mean, 0.5 times...
Maybe it's better, I don't know.
1.3
times 1.35.
What is 35? Isn't the T-mod 30?
Yeah, it's 30.
30 or 35?
It's 30.
Never mind.
Okay.
So it's
still not the most legit case, I guess.
So it's like 0.85, about 0.85.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, MP. So removes all buffs from enemies before damage. Wow. That's some pretty busting utility. Then does the damage.
Thank you, Amakusa.
Yeah, he died for his sins. 20% buster is down on enemies for 3 turns. It is after damage, but you know, considering how often you can MP with this guy. For farming is not relevant, but for boss is crazy.
This is a Marcus NP and one of a Marcus's
It is,
skills,
it is.
by the way.
And then, as if, because his MP gain wasn't good enough and his 100% battery, he also still gets a flat 20 refund on using his Buster MP anyway. And then
he
before,
gets to do bonus damage.
yeah, and before
This is not a
damage,
ruler.
he gets 10% MP damage for 1 turn, scaling to 50.
We gotta retroactively go back and knock him off down a tier.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Chad reminded me. If you run Koyan, you can stack the P mod. So you're right.
Yeah, so this guy is just, like, he's crazy. He's just crazy.
He
Yeah,
is the
Olga
why
could
did I
never
roll
with,
for
stacking
Arcoade
P
button?
mod.
Guys, why did you roll for
Yes.
Arcoade?
I mean, they
Well-
they did justice to a fan favorite, I guess, because, man, it's just so crazy.
I mean, I will say this is look, if he wasn't that great, look, he is the guy, and also he is like a finale reward.
He is him.
He can't be too weak, you know?
Yeah,
he is
obviously.
just
Yeah.
over two.
And you can tell they didn't hold back, as it's really, really strong.
Yeah, he makes like my argument is like because of the P mod, and yeah, reminder you can stack it in like Buster looping. If you're talking about like Buster loopers, he just replaces like the night classes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Almost. Yeah, and he's free MP5, and like his damage is not like cucked in any way. He has like just standard 5-star stats, right? So
Yeah.
And his steroids are like stronger than a lot of 5-stars actually.
Yeah,
which is, like,
50%
50%,
AoE
and,
MP damage, by the way. I can't believe they made it 50.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's so ridiculous. Like his damage surpasses most like Buster loopers that are knights against like night classes, which is I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but man, it's really this like removes incentive to roll for a lot of these characters for a gameplay reason after you reach that point in the story.
And then people still say FGO isn't free to play friendly.
You got this thing and then Mash Paladin and Liz of the End. Yeah, okay, actually. You know what?
And you don't need to roll multiple copies of most of the meta servants anyway, because they're, spoiler, most of them are supports.
Yeah, this is easy
That is-
CX.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah,
obvious.
easy
He's gonna
EX.
go top of the tiers.
Even if he isn't welfare, he's definitely easily EX.
Yeah, honestly, if he wasn't a free MP5, he would be EX. He would, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you compare him to like Arcoade or whatever, it's like, oh wow, this just looks like
That's just a statement of how nice it is that we get a free MP5. Like, even on a limited SSR, this would still be EX 100%. Okay.
Oh, what were you gonna say, Rio? I cut you off on accident.
I was just going to comment. This just looks like a fatter version of how the tier list started.
Oh, it's like a
Yeah.
thick F. True.
It's the same shape, but it's
Well,
fatter.
it doesn't help because they keep adding. Like, look at the new ones, Typhon and.
Yeah,
Solomon.
besides
Yeah,
Toudou,
they keep
a
adding
lot of the
up.
new ones are really good that were added after last year.
Yep.
All right, but yeah, speaking of which, I think we glazed Solomon enough. Let's talk about the last new servant and also the latest servant in all of FGO as of recording this. That'll change sooner than later, but we got Jeanne Lackland, Richard's brother man, the latest and, pretty interesting 5-star Avenger.
His FA is very cool.
Is it spoiler? Can I show it?
Yeah,
It's not spoiled.
It's not spoiler. He just grows.
Oh
old.
yeah, it's
I
the third
don't-
ascension.
He grows up.
True.
He grows
there you
up.
go.
Nah, bro.
There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a nice looking one for sure, honestly. But yeah, let's talk about
That's
let's do
Ascension
the
is the best, but yeah.
true. Let's do the rundown on Mr. John. So 5-star Avenger stats, 10.6k attack is unfortunately really low, but luckily he has a lot of buffs anyway. Is this the lowest of
is
5-star
so-
Avengers?
Yes,
It is
it
the
is
lowest
lower than
attack.
Gorgon. It is
Oh,
lower
yeah.
than
But his
Gorgon,
his HP is the highest of all of
I
them.
mean, it has to
and
be,
it's not
basically,
even
yeah.
close.
It's
Yeah.
so
Like-
high. It's actually so high. He's so
It is.
Yeah.
It is. The next closest is Space Ishtar at 13,041. He is
Mhm.
1,800 HP higher.
I mean,
than
it
the
makes
next-
sense because his attack is also considerably lower than I assume the second lowest. So, yeah. But there you go.
Yeah,
Stats.
it's about 1,800 lower than
Mm.
the next. Wow, 1,800 on both sides.
Yeah, it balances out. Funny. But yeah, he himself is He's AoE Buster, right? I gotta make sure. Okay, I wasn't tweaking.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
just to make sure that I'm giving misinformation. So yeah, AoE Buster. He's double Buster, double Arts on his normal deck. His gains cards are okay on base. Nothing is not crazy like Solomon. That would be insane. But they're okay. They're totally adequate. Nothing to worry about there. Okay. Let's talk about skills. First skill on 6-turn cooldown. Party gets full 20% attack for 3 turns. 30% crit damage for 3 turns. This is a cool one. Full enemy buff strip on a button click. That's always nice. And then the full party, including himself, gets 500 curse for 3 turns as a demerit. Which, honestly, most of the time, probably an upside when you see the MP. But yeah, great skill, honestly. I like it. I always love when having a full buff cleanse on a button press. Feels good, man. It is a bit, I will say, it is a bit awkward, because you probably would like to pop this turn 1, right? Because it's just nice damage, and chances are you're going to crit maybe anyway. So it's a bit awkward sometimes, because you might not get any value out of the buff strip, but still a good skill for sure. Second skill on a 6-turn cooldown, targeted skill, 1 ally gets 30% buster up for 3 turns, 30% battery, -1 cooldowns, and then this one isn't targeted. John himself gets another 500 damage curse for 3 turns as a demerit, or probably mostly a merit. So chances are you're going to use them on himself, again, much like Typhon, right? But you do have the option of targeting someone else, so I guess it's nice to have. Pretty good. Makes his cooldowns actually solid, and his uptime definitely better if you use it on himself. Third skill on a 6-turn cooldown, he gets 30% battery, 20% attack for 3 turns. He gets neutral alignment damage for 3 turns, 30%. And then he gets this on attack buff for 3 turns. Whenever he is attacking, just flat up, any attack, including his MP before damage, 10% crit damage for 3 turns for himself. And then again, he himself gets a 1k curse for 3 turns. This time it's double the amount. As a demerit. So if you use all skills, he gets a 2k curse on himself. Also, correct me if I'm wrong, I think I noticed this when I did my first impression as well. This is the only anti-neutral power mod in the game among servants, right? Because we have balance, but it's on the other side of the tree.
His brother also has it after the buff, right?
Or is it balanced? Is it neutral as well?
I don't remember.
I gotta check this now. Okay, actually, can someone check, because I can easily access it.
So say Shonagon.
Isn't it balanced?
Anti-neutral. No.
Oh, is it neutral?
So you're thinking of Summersay. Summersay is anti-balanced, whereas original flavor is anti-neutral. Wait,
Okay.
no.
Is
That's
it?
anti-lawful.
Yeah.
Is it the
Richard's
stupid
balanced.
caster slop character that's
I'm pretty sure we had
balanced?
this conversation recently.
We
Probably.
literally had
I feel
this
like
when
we
reviewed
have.
him. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, it was
we
like last
reviewed him
week.
on Swapcast. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah, Richard is
because they both had
anti-balanced,
neutral
yeah.
and like
Oh,
no one
okay,
else
then
was
I got it.
neutral other than Say.
never
So is
Okay,
this the only
yeah.
neutral?
Then yeah,
No,
probably.
say Archer is
Say.
anti-neutral on NP.
Okay.
Yeah, and
with
Rio
the power
spoke
mod.
with such authority back then. Why does he not know anymore?
Well, there you go.
But
Look, because you guys started making me doubt myself. You
But
guys
by
are-
the way, with the curse thing, Myst, he curses himself every time he attacks. It also comes with the crit. It's not just a one-time thing.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, which is a good thing for him.
Wait, why is it outside of the brackets? That's stupid. They should include it in the same brackets. That's so weird. Huh. If you look at this, if you didn't know better, I get interesting. Huh.
Yeah, they're missing a
because like
That's really
when I
badly
first
worded.
read it and like people were talking about how he heals really good, I was like, I don't see it.
Yeah, I heard about the healing too. I was
but
like, I
yeah.
mean, yeah, 2k, like, okay. I was about,
Like,
okay, this makes a lot more
he-
sense.
Like he gets 1k HP per turn every time he attacks. Basically, after he NPs once, you're probably gonna have him NP more than once every 3 turns. So it's
Anyway,
just
we
gonna
should
be-
probably finish covering the rest of the kid, but then we'll get more into his antics, I guess. But yeah, I like the skill set. It has a lot, and the MP definitely makes it quite a bit better. So yeah, nice. Avenger passives, 20% increased MP gain on damage taken for himself. Party members besides him, minus 10% debuff for his down. He gets 11.5% crit damage, not bad at all. And then 3.5% gauge per turn can help a bit in spamming his MP. Not a huge deal, obviously, but cool to have. He's anti-saber, which is totally fine as an Avenger with, you know, mostly neutral damage anyway. Getting a very common class is totally fine. And his MP is it's a fun one. he counts all the king and evil alignment allies and enemies on the field, and depending on them, he gets 10% more MP damage for each of them, and one can obviously give 20 as well if they have both king and evil, and he himself has both, right? So it's a minimum 20 every time you MP. So it's an interesting way of getting more MP damage on him, and obviously this doesn't have a cap either. So the more the merrier, he says. Then does damage. And then he gets this aforementioned curse recovery for 3 turns. So all curse damage is 1-to-1 converted into healing. Think Locusta with poisons is the exact same thing. It's only actually no, it is for the full party. So they don't get as many curses as he does, but they do get a little bit because of his skills, maybe from some other sources too. But yeah, they start to get a bit of healing as well. And then all enemies get minus 20% bust to rest down from the MP on base overcharge for 3 turns, scaling up to 40. So it is after damage, but you can ramp it up a bit on bosses, which is cool. So there is definitely potential for quite a bit of damage with this MP. And worth noting that, for instance, Koyan, Oberon, Koyan has evil, Oberon has both king and evil, just to mention some mainstream support. So there's some synergy for sure.
Yeah, his MP damage actually, in terms of looping, can go very high, and also because he has a 60 battery.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah. Also, like his
cooldown.
attack is low. It's low because of all the potential buffs he can get. Pretty much, they had to make it lower because his damage is still not bad at all, despite the attack being much lower than all the other 5-star Avengers that do the same stuff.
Again, if he released on time, he would be much more impressive because he can BG loop with old plug, right? And that used to be a pretty crazy thing that you're able to do. Now it's it's still good because you can save a big attack up on your Mystic Code for the last wave instead of using it immediately. But people aren't as hyped about it anymore as they used to. But he, again, like you said, Oberon, Evil King, Koyan is evil, so he gets a lot of MP damage from that skill effect. Obviously against Cursed, he heals an infinite number. He heals like 40k something per turn against Cerninos.
It's pretty chill.
Yeah, it's really funny. And also like mainly for me as someone who already has like top tier DPSs such as Typhon. Funny enough, Typhon works well with him because of the curse thing. But like I just use him as a buff removal support. He's one of the best like full buff removing supports because on top of that he also gives targetable battery with a cooldown reduction. It's like Ketz's buff, right? It's actually
except better. Because like here's the thing, because sometimes depending on the unit, you don't need 4 cooldown reduction to do everything. You need just 3, and in that case, he is in fact way more damage than Vich. So you're just better replacing a Vich with him if you don't need double. Like it'll be more damage.
Yeah. If you don't need the extra cooldown reduction, and obviously, again, one of the best buff removing supports. I've been looking for one because like I do the Kiara run very often
because his mob literally can't support at this point because she just lives forever.
Yeah, mine is 120. Yeah, I mean, he's not easy to esports either, though. I'm gonna be completely honest. He's not easy to esports either.
He has like 5 billion HP.
Yeah, if you have him at level 50, I think he has 9,800 HP as an Avenger at level 50.
Oh, so his growth curve is like really early skewed.
Yeah, it's so crazy. You actually cannot kill him.
I guess it's a bit unfortunate.
He's just an S growth curve, so like it's basically like between like the 40 and like 70 is where he gets like all his stats. And so
ironically, normally Avengers kind of fragile, not as fragile as Berserkers. He's definitely more on the durable end.
Yeah, and again, he has like.
But I do want to comment though that he doesn't have any hard survival though. That's the thing. He has
Yep,
high
he does
HP
not.
and a lot of healing, but you still eat an MP, you will die, most likely. So that is a thing worth noting. Also, I was kind of hoping for him to have some kind of crit focus, because he only has a little bit of party crit, but no absorb, no star bomb, no stars per turn.
Very MP damage.
Yeah,
MP
so
damage
he
centric. I
really
think
just
he's
wants
MP
to do
or
MP, because I was hoping for a bit of both, you know?
I
Like he
mean,
would do face
he
guarding as
gets
well.
crit buffs with every card, and you double stack that usually.
Oh, true.
But it doesn't like.
Yeah.
I feel like
It's
it's
a bit
not that
slow.
crazy.
Yeah, it's a bit slow.
Yeah, like I wish it was a bit more crit focused. Like there is some focus, but again, absorb would be welcome
Oh,
as
his
well as an
brother
Avenger.
took all the crits. I don't know what you mean.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Like, holy shit! Why did they give him another 100% crit, bro? Richard has nothing but crits, and this guy has just MP damage and no crits.
Richard.
Oh god.
Now the hot question is, where would you place him?
I think he's pretty good, honestly. What? B plus?
I said
There's
A
no-
plus.
Yeah, I think he said A plus. I think he said A plus. Yeah. I think I heard A plus
I was
as
about
well.
to say, like, even I wouldn't say that, bro. Like, what?
Yeah.
The
Okay,
fuck?
I think A plus. Honest, there's an argument for A plus. Yeah, Mao is like way better with cards and stuff, but like I don't know.
But like I think
his
I'm looking at him
supportability
as
is
like
pretty
a
valuable.
support.
Yeah, his
Like
support is actually
that's
pretty
where
valuable.
I'm looking at him. I was like, I rolled one copy, which by the way, on my free to play account, I got him in 2 tickets.
Wow, look at this guy flexing.
And I got
over here.
Prelati in 110 roll. So I got Prelati in Lackland.
Dude, you're saying this with the guy who hit pity on both in the same call. That's a bit rough.
Don't worry, it's my free to play account.
No commento.
Okay, bro.
Oh, because it's free,
yeah,
it's okay. Yeah, okay. Of course.
Yeah, because it's free, it's okay.
I
wish
can
my
rank
free to
him
play account had any
ways.
luck. It's really freaking unlucky. Like it's really
My free to play
bad.
account is actually, I swear, luckier than my actual account. Like
I do hear that a lot.
Mhm.
Like
I'm going through the full F2P experience on my one, full suffering mode, baby. In fact, the account gets more spooks than raid ups for SSRs. I'm not even
See him
joking.
better than Dante. I can see him better than Dante.
I could
easily,
kind. I think
honestly.
Dante's a bit more
Oh,
gimmicky.
he's
You
better
know, I
than
hate
Dante.
that those two guys have basically the same name. It's just one's a plural.
Dante.
Yeah,
Wait,
I assume you were
that's
talking
why
about
you're saying
Alighieri.
Dante or Dantes? Because I'm talking about the pretender dude.
Yeah.
Dante Alighieri. Yeah, I mean he again like he is a BG
The
looper
reason-
with old plug. I know nobody gives a shit anymore, but like that's and his looping damage is pretty good. Is it updated on the sheet actually? I think we should check that. Maybe that
wait,
would be
who's?
a little bit more.
I guess
John
the reason
Lackland.
why
This
It should be-
call him
we already
Dantes
looked
is
at it.
yeah,
because he's plural,
these are the
it's more
ones they
than one
have
of them.
listed. Mostly just with different damages on the king amounts. Evil.
It's pretty good. It has to be pretty. It's decent.
It's
I
alright.
don't think.
Mm.
Yeah, it's. I don't think like he's like extraordinary or anything, but I honestly really like the support aspect because full buff AOE buff removal user on a skill that can also give you cooldown reduction, battery, and offensive buffs. I think that's a really good combo as a utility support and as a solo DPS. His MP damage is good. But I can definitely see an argument for A. It depends. I think he's actually.
I
maybe a
would
little
probably
bit-
personally go A, but what do you guys think?
Yeah,
I think A plus.
I'm leaning A plus, but that's because for me, a lot of DPSs, unless they are competing with the ones that I have at 120, I don't really care. So like someone who isn't necessarily a top tier DPS, but is a good niche support. I think like it's mainly because of how we play the game. Like me and Rio, we play the game very similarly. We do a lot of min turns and stuff and try to just remove boss gimmicks, and then as that he has a really good role. But I will definitely say like if you just want a solo carry Avenger, not necessarily the craziest one, right? Like he really needs to get that curse up to heal, and then like you said, he has no hard survival. So I can understand both. I guess.
What would you
what-
say, Otto?
what does Otto
Which
say?
of the A's?
I feel like he's not. I mean, like, I wouldn't say comparable to Mao, as in they do similar things. I think like in power level, they're probably comparable.
Okay.
like I like that he can actually like he doesn't buff remove every single NP like she does, but she's also locked to defensive buff removal in her niche. He's less constrained by the niche though, and as a result, he can win on damage.
And generally, his cooldowns are again like if you're using it on himself, his cooldown is like better than it looks.
I mean, if you use the second skill on himself, his uptime is good.
Yeah, so I honestly I quite like him.
I'll do it. I'm okay with it. And then we'll see again if we do this again next year how we feel about him a year because he's still very fresh. So this could also this could be like a honeymoon phase. We don't know yet.
I
think it's fair because of the honeymoon. Like this is a fair rating. Okay.
Yeah, I just feel like he's honestly pretty underrated. You know, obviously.
I just think he's good to use. I feel like I'm going to use him a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's my truth nuke. Truk. If everything about his kit gameplay wise is the exact same, but he's Al-Qaeda's, people would put him A+.
And we wouldn't think any differently. I'm sure chat would, though. I'll give you that.
Yeah,
chat would.
I mean,
yes.
Chat. Yeah.
Okay.
This is what I mean.
Yes, I agree on that. We would consider him the same gameplay wise, but chat would definitely be pushing
I would rate
higher.
him lower because I am contractually obligated to hate on Hercules.
He's a big hater.
No star absorption, no star gen. Okay, we just went through like a free server.
Yeah, what
that
you got
has
against
star absorption and star gen.
Georgios Alter?
Like I generally don't know why you need star absorption and star gen when you have Liz of the End for free and like
it is a good point.
And, like as a buster,
as a buster, you can the survival thing. I don't think is amazing, but for stars, if you're a buster DPS, you can kind of make it.
Yeah. Survival definitely good point.
Yeah.
Stars, I don't think is necessarily a good point. You just get so many of them.
But there you go. I'm gonna hide the discussing thing now. With that, we have completed the initial placements of all the old and the new Avengers and Pretenders, both 4 and 5 stars. So now again, we're gonna take an arbitrary amount of time to see if we want to move anyone, and then after a while, when we can't even decide anymore, I'll just lock it in. So, do we do it again? We'll look at the 4 stars first, and then we'll look at 5 stars. Is there anyone on the 4 stars you think should move? As usual, I'm much more firmer on the 4 stars. There's probably some topics for 5s. Did you?
I don't have any complaints.
Okay. Anyone else? Anyone in particular come to mind?
Not particularly. Like I feel like this is pretty inoffensive.
That was auto going. Can I make a case for Tlaloc? Like, no, I can't.
no, that's next week. Okay, I'm saving
the moon
that
cancer garbage one. Yeah, good luck with
you
that.
are so mean to her. Like she is actually.
I am. I'm mean to her because I'm disappointed.
It was super funny last year though when we had like that big argument, and at the end we're like, okay, B+, and we both said it, and it's like, wait, hold on.
the audible handshake.
Yeah, because
like he was like, what you're doing is the worst shit ever, and I'm like, oh, she's actually really useful, and we both said the exact same rank. It's just
because I like to bring things down, and you like to push things up, and so
sometimes you coexist. Yeah,
sometimes it meets in the middle.
Honestly, I think 4 stars are firm. This looks good.
Yeah, 5 stars definitely more
okay. So yeah, on
I
that
actually don't have any complaints about 5-star either. Like I'm
okay.
I'm seeing this a lot already.
Should we address the one we covered? What do you think about Jalter? Because she did come down, and I don't know. I think there is a conversation to be had. Would you still see her as EX anywhere?
Honestly,
I think of all the A+, I think she has the potential.
Well, here's the other thing, right? Because before we move Jalter, I do see a lot of people wanting Typhon to go down to A+. I don't know
Okay.
if I'm biased because I have her at 120. She just kills
Honestly,
everything
I
with
think
like
compared to
1
the others at the top, I could maybe see it because of that. Like, she would probably be the
Like,
lowest of the EXs if she stays.
I think Solomon kind of maybe made her feel worse, but
Mm.
I still think she's one of the strongest DPSs in the game. But I don't know.
I don't use Typhon myself, so I can't comment too
people are
much.
just biased because Pretender, if you had an alter ego with her exact same skill set, people would be going,
Well,
alter
okay,
ego
to play devil's advocate, I will say it honestly, normally, I feel like Alter Ego is better because there's way less good DPS assassins and casters. I feel like it does do better on coverage. It's not a huge thing, but I do feel like the coverage for Alter Egos feels better than Pretender.
That is so wrong, bro. Okay, what do you mean low
okay,
heat
no.
outclass Typhon and everything?
Low heat is extremely good, but but Typhon damage will
Yeah,
do more
low
damage.
heat will lose on damage. As someone who has a huge low heat, she would lose.
Low heat is a very good generalist and party support, and like, you know, kind of slots into everything.
Broken CQ DPS, triple buster, invul pierce. I don't know, and then she can ramp deep. I don't know. I just think she's really good, but maybe because I have a big copy, I never.
No, I don't disagree. I don't even have a big copy of her. Like, I have a normal copy, but like, you know, frankly, I think. Well, let me check my MP level on her because I believe I have her at MP5. Actually, come to think of it, I don't have her 120. Wait, no, actually, no. I only have her. No, she's only MP2, but she is Bond 10. I have used her.
Okay, I get. Okay, putting this Typhon and Jalter thing aside, I think another thing is like, I think Nitocris Alter is still a topic. Like, especially because she's now above Maou Alter. Is she really above Maou Alter? Is she?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I honestly don't think she might. I might move them on the same tier.
I think Marie. Okay.
I would probably move Nitocris down.
Alter, I feel like a big part of Nitocris Alter is just the instant kill.
Yeah, I don't think it's
not just the instant kill.
I mean,
even her own power mod is awkward because of the attribute.
Well, I agree. A big part of it is the insta kill, and insta kill has gotten worse.
Yeah.
JP.
Yeah, I just don't.
I guess I can.
I don't know. Like I'll be honest. I've made it through my whole life without instant kill farming. So like, I don't know.
I want you to look at the damage sheet and notice that Marie and Nitocris Alter do the same damage. And which one?
Marie does win though quite a bit on wave 1. It's not even close. It's 50% more, and like a good chunk more on wave 2. I don't know. And this is even Nitocris with updated plug 3. I think I'm moving Nitocris down. I think I'm moving her down to next to Maou Alter. I don't think she should be above at least. I don't think it's fair.
Well, then move Kama down.
Rio, you're trying to
and move Kama down, and then move Space Rush down, and then move Dantes down.
Oh, Sparesh? Hey, yo. There was a Freudian slip.
I mean, Kama down, sure. I don't really care.
I think she could probably be in the same tier as Ishtar, honestly. I think she could be.
I really don't give a shit.
It's my hot take and all. I think Marie's more useful than. Like she's better at just,
honestly, I think Marie is kind of like I don't like Marie. I don't.
Kama does way less.
He's afraid of anything that has any level of fat. Okay, so
that is so unfair. That
you can't
has
say this to me.
They are robots.
He has 120 passion live. He has 120 passion live.
Wow, I didn't know you were.
That's because she looks like Sakura.
Well, yeah, Sakura has a lot of boob. What do you mean? And Kama is Sakura. See, this is just unfair now. All right.
Yeah, you auto just like he's got to attack me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is he arguing for Kama going up now?
Kama going down, so he's not
exactly.
Oh wait, no.
Wait, then your argument falls apart.
What? No. No, you contradicted yourself, not me.
Look, I just think Marie's skill set and stuff and like her performance.
You know,
kinda
you know
mid.
what this means? I get it. He's like 3 feet tall. He literally can't see your face.
I am.
I think okay.
6'1", you.
Okay, besides the personal insults, okay. I think it's fine like this. I think those three can remain on the same and above Ishtar. I think this is fine.
Look, every year we have most of them on the same tier, and it's like I feel like we're not
I've
really
never been shown.
I do think they have
example of
different
really
strengths and
good.
weaknesses. Yeah.
They have different strengths. They are different flavors of boring ass arts looping trash.
It's like you go to the store and you want your cola drinks. There's like a billion choices. Some might be better than others, but a lot of them are just the same stuff.
They are different flavors of chewed
all we can agree
gum,
is that
Auto Bean.
we can agree that RC Cola Ishtar is below the others, I guess.
That's
Yeah,
true.
that's the one thing. Yeah.
We have so Ishtar is RC Cola, comma is Pepsi. No, Marie Alter is Pepsi because Pepsi sucks.
Oh, I took it personally.
You know what?
Hey,
Comma's Coca-Cola and Nito is Coke
yo.
Zero.
Wow.
I only have diet, so yeah.
Okay, Pepsi is garbage.
Okay.
It tastes gross.
Ishtar has to be like Fanta or something.
They're not the
shit.
same.
Oh
They're
my
not the
God.
same.
Versions of
Why do you have
Ishtar
so
is-
many cases? Okay, people.
my God.
That actually looks like me when I buy Mountain Dew. I have, in fact, if I had a camera, I could show you 4 cases of Mountain Dew sitting in the corner. Except they're branded American.
The reason
Dew.
I have a lot is because I drink a lot and they don't really expire very fast, and I can it's cheaper to buy in bulk.
It is cheaper to buy in bulk.
So I might as well because they're never gonna
Actually,
expire until I drink them. It's fine.
See, it's funny because
Notice
you're
how
talking
an
about
argument.
big
notice
stacks
how
of bottles of soda, and I have I have multiple packages of just bottled water from Walmart.
Notice how your argument about
so
which
helpful.
soda is better is more interesting than which arts looper is better.
Yeah. So hey, leave if you're watching this on YouTube, leave down in the comments. Would you like to see a soda tier list? It would be stupid.
Pepsi is. I just think Pepsi is kind of gross. Yeah,
What?
Coke is so much better. Yeah, Pepsi
Okay. I'll say this much. So I stopped drinking sugary drinks because I didn't want to be fat anymore. I will say this: sugar, Coke clears easily. Sugarless, Pepsi is 10 times better. Coke Zero is ass.
No.
Pepsi Max
Coke
is
Zero
10
is
times
great.
better than Coke Zero. Coke Zero is undrinkable, almost.
Maybe you have
Okay,
a different,
sugar Coke wins. Sugarless
European-
Pepsi wins.
Maybe
All
your
right.
European Coke Zero is different because, like, here in America,
It's
Coke
so
Zero
different to normal. Like
great.
Pepsi Max still tastes like normal Pepsi, and it's good.
All right, question: McDonald's Coke or Taco Bell Pepsi?
Oh,
What's the difference?
I don't like.
Without that combining for fast food joints and
You know,
drinks.
I
What's the
would
fucking-
rather have
they're
Taco Bell
notably
Pepsi.
different.
Really?
I would rather have Taco Bell Pepsi than McDonald's Coke. To be honest, I don't like McDonald's Coke.
Oh, damn.
Shout out to Macus.
Well, I mean, I'm with you there.
Dude, this is now the second
Frankly,
time
I was-
McDonald's has been mentioned in this
I
series.
agree with the person in chat. I will go for root beer instead.
I'm
There
gonna
you
be
go.
completely honest.
Brent,
I don't know
appreciate
why
it.
you guys are having non-alcoholic.
Yeah, okay.
Be having
What the
alcoholic.
fuck, man?
All right.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry,
Not all of
man.
us are
Like,
alcoholics.
look, I have a lot of unhealthy habits. I want to like maintain a few of them, like with drinking fucking water. You know,
Mhm.
I got
Yeah.
a
I
bottle of
drink
water.
water.
next to me.
You guys act like
I
I
have
don't actually. What
bottles-
is your view on like these little on like flavor packets on like like the sugar free like flavor packets you pour into water?
Oh, like
What-
gamer
what's your
subs
guys'
and stuff
opinion?
like that.
No, I have actually sugar free Skittles drink mix, and it makes the drinks taste
What
like
the
Skittles.
Wait,
fuck
what is
are
the
you
point of having
drinking?
Skittles if it's sugar free? Isn't it the point of
Skittles
overloading in
drink
sugar?
It's a sugar-free drink
I
mix.
feel like-
That's Skittle flavors.
That
No,
sounds like
what's like
copium.
about AI
That's
food?
cope.
A randomly generated
Bro,
mixture of
it's an AI generated food.
AI
What the fuck are you doing? Bro,
No, 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 no,
AI
it's
What
this.
are you
I
doing?
got a box of this.
is
It's like, you know.
Zero
it
sugar
tastes-
Skittles drink mixes artificially.
What are you
flavored with-
drinking?
What the
You
fuck?
pour it in
Stick
water,
pads.
and it's
This
like-
shit, dude, this shit genuinely
Nah,
looks like
this
Pour it in water
he's
and it
drinking
kicks
AI drinks.
AI
No.
generated
I ju-
food items, bro. Get out of here.
What's-
What is this?
What do you mean? This has been around for years. Like, I have a
God.
box of it sitting here. And
Hey,
I, you know,
look,
I fill
look!
up a cup
It
of
says
water.
artificial flavor AI.
Oh, my
That's
fucking
not what
God,
AI
bro.
is.
It's
No, I
all
just pour it
artificial.
in and
Okay,
it flavors
boom.
what
What do you mean? Oh,
It shares the
I
same
thought you were
part.
saying like the abbreviation. I was like,
No, no,
the
no. But they
fucking
share
F,
that
what?
part. They share the same part.
Sure. Oh, it's AI slop. I got it.
True.
Yeah.
All right. You know what? That honestly.
Yep. People hate me for saying this, but I unironically like Pilk. I never drink it, but like,
Oh
I've
hell!
actually-
Oh
Oh,
hell!
you're
not weird.
Hell.
It's not that
It's
weird.
weird.
Nah.
It's like a less sweet.
Okay,
Pepsi
I
Flip,
need to close this. You know what? I'm locking it in. There it is. I'm locking it. Before it gets any more
The real
cursed,
good shit is
I don't want to hear
eggnog.
about Pilk.
It sounds weird.
I'm
but
locking
it's
it in.
genuinely
Boom.
amazing.
Okay, I'm gonna flash it on YouTube. If you want to see the list right now, there is the 4 stars of Avengers and Pretenders of the Golden Kind, and here are the 5 stars of the same classes respectively. Enjoy. Hopefully, I'm sure there's gonna be angry comments no matter what. But hey, there you go. That's another tier list. Woo! We did it, boys. Let's go.
They're just gonna argue about Pepsi and Coke.
Yeah, that it was mostly that for this segment, but yeah, I'll just leave it in because it's funny. Next
No,
week,
Now
the
people will
rest
skip that part and they're just gonna complain about Ishtar being the second worst.
probably,
person
yeah,
ever.
probably. They're gonna be like, "How is Ishtar B?" And then there's gonna be like ... It's like Skittles drinks. Okay. Anyway,
So you like waffles?
next week, the rest of the extra classes. There's probably quite a bit of new stuff there as well, as far as I remember. So yeah, it's like, what is it? Mooncaster. We have Alter Ego. We have Shielder, Beast. Is there anyone else? Is that it? That's a lot. Okay. So yay.
Yeah, no, it is.
It's those 4,
well,
right? Yeah.
It's only 4 new units.
Okay.
Marie, Cheeky, Crane, who has been mentioned every week, and Flora, who has been mentioned every week.
Well, you get a full coverage of them next week. Yay. But yeah, that was good. So hey, if you're watching this on YouTube, if you can, even if you disagree, try to press the like button. It would really be nice because that, you know, it keeps us motivated and these videos don't end up looking like an absolute miserable steaming pile of garbage on my analytics page. Also, subscribe for more and ring that notification bell to not miss out on future ones, because we're still back for at least one more tier list with the rest of the gold and extra classes, and maybe some kind of a short little thing about covering low star buffed servants, maybe. We'll figure it out if something happens, but you'll at least see one more tier list. Next week is the plan. Shout out to my patrons on the screen for supporting the channel, and if you guys have anything you want to say right now, go ahead. And if not,
gross.
true.
It's whatever. People treat Pilk lovers like freaks in nature. I think Neko Arc ruined it for people, frankly.
All right, there you go, Pilk. There's good parting words. Hey, thank you for watching, and see you next week again. Bye bye.
Leave a comment if you love Pilk. If
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
100
Leave comments on
to
your
this, that
opinion
means
about
100 people
Pilk.
like Pilk.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.